Hello, Caleb West. Hello, Emo Necromancer. You're here because you have nowhere to be? Isn't that just how life goes? You're here because... where else would you be? Somewhere else, I guess, but you're not. You're here. It's a bit of a tautology, I suppose. Welcome. Hello, Ronan LaFemme. I'm just here playing a bit of Blueprints. And, I figure I don't have a whole lot going on right now myself. I got nowhere else to be, you know, my family's off doing their thing in different cities, and I'm here, and the wife's going to sleep, and the cats are kind of napping, so it's just me. And I guess y'all. Alright. So, we could just chat for a bit, hang out, tell me how you're doing. I can tell you about this game, although I'm sure a few of you are familiar with it already. The most enjoyable option of place to be. Kind of you to say, Ronan. Thank you. Yeah, there's fireworks going off all around me. Nothing that I can really see from here. Oh, I can see a few. No, I take it back. I can see some fireworks going off from here. People are setting it off, off near the lake, off in the distance. But, you know, I've seen plenty of fireworks shows in my day, and you know, if the wife is asleep, yeah. If I'm not sharing it with the wife, there's no reason for me to be out there. You don't know anything about this game? Well, I'll be happy to talk about it. Yeah, I hear a constant popping noise in the background. I'm kind of surprised the cats aren't freaking out, but no, they're pretty chill. Yeah, it's a bit of a puzzle game. It's the roguelike mansion builder puzzle game. Hello, Zeke Bull, welcome. Let's see. So I'm pretty far along in the game, so I got a bit of an allowance now, starting off with 86 gold. That's convenient. List of trophies I can get, still working towards that. Yeah, this mansion is coming along well, but before I head in there, let me head over to this unlocked shed out here and figure out what I'm doing over here. What do the next goals look like? Oh, well, I do have a list of goals. I still am in the middle of doing puzzles, although it's not exactly easy. Usually when I'm offered a shelter, I take them up on that offer. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and take a shelter. No reason for me to take the other things, I don't think, at the moment. Although, you know, schoolhouse. There is a mission that I could do where I'm trying to build 9 schoolhouse rooms. In fact, I don't think I have that written down, but it is one of my goals. If I can somehow make 9 schoolrooms... Let me write this down. I had to start taking notes because there's so many puzzles for me to keep track of. You're solving like 30 different puzzles over the course of a couple hours, a couple of days, a couple of weeks. You know, you start to lose track of things. Keep your fingers and toes intact? Yes. Unfortunately, 4th of July is where a lot of people hold on to fireworks, are a little too reckless, and, you know, it is the holiday where with the most lost digits, so yeah. Fireworks can be no joke. You're stuck in a hailstorm, so you really can't do anything. Oh my, well. A hailstorm, that's something. You imagine what it sounds like outside your apartment is what it'd sound like if you were close enough to hear it far enough away to not be in any danger from a mortar bombardment. Some deep explosions. I'm hearing a lot of little pops, but I imagine like if I were near a battlefield, it would be a bit more of a thunderous boom that would echo throughout the evening sky. Ooh, a green firework I saw from the distance. Anyway, yeah, I do have a list of goals that I'm still working towards in this game. Actually, I can talk about one of them that there's a tunnel out there. I found a tunnel. I unlocked it, but there were a bunch of crates blocking the path. So I removed a bunch of crates, and I found a door. And I unlocked it with a key. And then I found a key card door. So I unlocked it with a key card. And then I found a third door that was barricaded. So I'm not quite sure what to do about that one. I'll have to go out there and revisit that. I really don't know what to do to to fully open up that pathway just yet. I have heisted a crown, but I think if I could heist the crown from the security room and then bring it to the crown room, I don't have any evidence to support this, but I think if I do that, something good might happen. There is a greenhouse wall I would like to knock down, although it's difficult to get the greenhouse to spawn. At the same time, I have the hammer that can break it down. There's a chamber of mirrors I've been able to see a couple times, and I think if I get the chamber of mirrors at the right time, I might be able to do something with that. There are new books at the bookstore, and yeah, a couple of secret passages around here, but I don't exactly know. I think I've done a lot of the simple stuff, and now I'm doing a lot of the more complicated things. Barricaded how? Oh, hello, Fancy Panzer. It was barricaded. It was like a doorway. When you're playing this game, sometimes if you build a room and then the room leads to a room that's already barricaded, like a room that has no opening, it'll like be boarded up. It looked like a boarded up room, like someone had already placed a room over there. So maybe I have to go to that tunnel while I don't have all these rooms filled up or something like that, or maybe the right side of the house needs to not be built. I'm not sure. There's also the chess puzzle down in the grotto, I think. I solved it once and I have the bonus of the night active, but if I can change the bonus, maybe I can get some new rooms to appear. It's the hallway closet, the library. Library's a good one to spot there. Yeah, so the point of the game, if you haven't played it before, is to make your way to the antechamber. That's goal number 1, and find the mysterious room number 46, which I have done. And you got to find 8 red letters. I found 7 of them so far. But yeah, you place rooms like the library, and you can see the library takes a turn up here. You can see by the layout schematic that it doesn't actually go over here to the far left corner. So if I'm not careful, I could lock myself out of putting a room there. And, it's not a big deal because I'm, getting to the antechamber is just one goal. And, if I don't achieve that goal today, then no big deal. I'm working towards a lot of different goals at this point. So we do have the library here. A magnifying glass can be useful. And I can order a book. A lot of the stuff I've read before. I don't know if I've ordered Drafting Strategy Volume 5 yet, so I'll order that one. And then the next time I draft the library, this book will be here and I'll be able to read it. I'm not sure if it'll have any useful tips for me, but if it does, that would be great. Secret passage. I have been interested in making the classrooms appear. Yeah, let's try and get the classrooms going if we can. Welcome to grade 1. Grab an apple so I have a couple more footsteps to work with. There is a limited number of rooms you can enter. Right now in the top left corner it says 66. So if I run out of steps, it's the end of the day for me. So not a huge pressing concern right now. 66 is a lot to work with, but I can run out surprisingly fast. A hallway. A den is a good one to put here. That way I get another gem. There we go. Gems are useful for building rooms. So, if I could if I can build a room that turns to the left here, that would be good. Like a dining room. Perfect. Marvelous. And a few more steps here from the lunchbox I've purchased. Good. All right. I need a few more class. I've got 1 classroom. I can spawn in 8 more, but it requires gems. And also, I could find myself boxed into a corner if I'm not planning it out properly. Spare bedroom? Yeah, we'll do a spare bedroom here. If this could be a hallway, that's great. Maybe a classroom? Ugh. Yeah, it looks like I'm not making a room for those bottom 2 corners, which is fine. It's fine. Classroom's still good. And here would be another good room for a classroom. Just keep on keeping this thing snaking around. No classroom. I could do a redraw, though. For free, I could do a redraw. The classroom? No, but a commissary is also very good, because that'll help me buy gems that I can use to build more classrooms. No gems! Unfortunate. Well, give me everything else. I'll buy up your entire inventory. A sleeping mask, so I get more steps whenever I build a bedroom. A salt shaker, so food tastes better. Yeah, at the end of the day, the entire mansion gets torn down, and I lose all my items, I lose all my money, all my gems and I gotta start all over. But I've done this 127 times. I've built up this mansion 127 times or so far. And every time I do it, I learn a little bit more about this place. Ah, locked. I don't have a key. I was really hoping that the commissary would sell me either gems or keys, and it sold me neither. It's going to make things a little more difficult today. Well, let's see what I can do here at the dining room. A drawing room, if only I had the money for it. Guess I gotta do a workshop. Now, let me just head all the way back to the entrance and see what I can make here. I would really appreciate some gems. I'll take the hallway. It's very important. How is my classroom education going? I wish I were smart. Ooh. Piece of candy. Your grandparents had a cookout around lunchtime and you ate so much, you skipped dinner and you're feeling satiated. Yeah, I mean, you can get a lot of food at a cookout, all right. It can be quite a lot. Not that that's a bad thing or anything. Even just a single hamburger can be quite filling for me. And I know cookouts always have a surplus of food. Hello, Molto Benny. It's going well. Yeah, yesterday Anne cooked us up some burgers, so I had a burger. It was very filling. She added Worcestershire sauce and I guess some onions to it. It was really tasty. Yeah, we just had a great time. Had some good burgers. Ooh, the conservatory is helpful. Ah, but I got no gems. So I guess I go for the speakeasy. At least I can get some keys here, you know? And a piece of candy. Alright, we'll just solve this quickly. 1 key. I was hoping for 2 keys, but I guess that'll have to do. Man. Oh, every time I think about building the 9 classrooms, I'm like, all right, this is gonna be the one, and then I instantly run out of gems and or keys. Today it's both. I ran out of both of them. Really obnoxious. Yep, can't build like that. No, can't do that. Not allowed to. All right, give me the hallway closet, I guess. Maybe I can get a gem or a key here. A dice and a compass. Not as useful as I was hoping. Man. What a bum day today is gonna be. This is gonna be a small mansion, huh? You got a lot of chores done today. You cleaned your shower. Ooh, that actually is very impressive because it takes a long time to do that. I have the shovel. I'll build the kennel here. Cleaned your shower, did 2 loads of laundry, cleaned your room, and you're tired. Yeah, it sounds like you've been working hard. Yeah, so this is what the, like I said, I was going through that tunnel, I unlocked the locked door, I used a key card on the second locked door, and the third door I found was like this. It was like a barricaded doorway, so I'm not exactly sure what to do about that. I found some garbage while digging, that's not helpful. Oh well, it happens sometimes. Let's see, I've got the entrance hall, I got 2 more exits to work with, a workshop and the commissary. Yeah, I think this might just be a small building. Probably not going to get a whole lot done with this one today. Luck was not on my side. Battery pack. Do a little bit of crafting here. Let's see. Battery. I can make the electromagnet. Can be kind of helpful. Magnifying glass. Metal detector for the burning glass. Don't need that. Shovel metal detector makes for a shovel detector. That's good. There we go. That's something to work with, I suppose. Alright. So now when I dig stuff up, I might find some keys. I might get some keys now. Ooh, it's still beeping at me. Is there a coin on the floor somewhere? That's what it's usually about. Just a coin hidden somewhere on the ground. Oh, a key! Oh, that's useful. I'll happily take that. Alright, it's probably going to offer me no classrooms. I'll have to take the hallway up here. And I want to build the classroom, but I need gems. I need a way to get gems, and I'm just not being offered any way to get gems. Oh, another key. Okay, the keys are coming to me pretty quick. I'm happy about that. Mount Holly gift shop. Closed exhibit is security. I don't have a key card. Chapel. I mean, I can afford a chapel, but if you're offering me the gift shop, I'll take the gift shop. There we go. All right, got a few more steps. Nice. Got some blue penguins in a swimsuit there. Your first 2 loads of laundry were your bed sheets, and then your towels and the floor mats in your bathroom. Still need to do work clothes. About to put those in the wash. Yeah. When you sit down and actually do laundry after putting it off for a while, there's a lot to go through, but that's just how it is sometimes. Oh, here we go. The parlor. That's how we're getting some gems today. That's how we're doing it. Just gonna solve this puzzle. Alright. The gems are in a true box. There is only 1 box in this room. That is false. There are 4 boxes in this room. That is false. The gems are in the true box. Well, that's got to be true, and it's got to be where the gems are then. 3 gems! That works for me. Alright, we got a foundation right here. Very quiet. And I might not need keys after all. Yeah, I think if we dig... I don't know, the foundation is a bit weird. Normally, if you build the pound, the kennel, and you dig in a room, you're supposed to be able to unlock all the doors for free, but it doesn't always work in the foundation. Yeah, for example. Let's see, what's the map looking like? It's looking like I can use a special key here. Use the silver key. Passageway. I don't want the archives, because that's a kind of a penalty. The passageway is what I want. Yeah, I'll go with that. Enjoy your lunch? Yeah, it's fun. I like it. Locked as well. There's a classroom. Yeah, build another classroom. We're up to 3 now, I think. Yeah, welcome to grade 3. Alright, good. Anything on the kids' desks? Oh, yep, here we go. A hall pass. You will not lose footprints traveling between 2 adjoining hallways. That's kind of convenient. Not the biggest boon, but I'll take it. Yeah, we're still doing alright. A few more classrooms works for me. Good, that's a good place for another classroom. I am running low on gems again, though, unfortunately. This is the history classroom, I think. No gems on the desk? I wouldn't imagine kids would have gems laying out, but it would be super convenient if they were. Geography. Horace, Reddington. Yeah, this is probably related to a puzzle of some kind. Another classroom, but I'm out of gems if I build that, unfortunately. More gems on the kids? No. Art prompt. Nope. This is grade 5. I have 4 more to build, but I'm out of gems. Kind of a killer here. Well, maybe I can find some gems. The vault requires gems. The corridor requires gems, which I can't. And the tunnel basically has nothing. All right, try again. The boudoir is offering a gem. It's better than nothing. In fact, it's pretty good, because I know there's actually a secret second gem that I unlocked recently. Okay, got enough for another classroom now. Come on, classroom. Nice. Malta Benny, you say you were glad you were able to get it all done. You got KFC as a reward, but you're pissed because they cheated you out of your buy one, get one deal. They were offering that for a 2-piece chicken meal. They only gave you 1. You got $8 credit, though. DoorDash. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had KFC in a long time, simply because they raised the prices up pretty egregiously, I would say. Yeah, so it's been a couple of years. Ooh. Grade 6. I don't think I've been in this one yet. This is new to me. Or have I? I think I actually have been here before. I don't remember this, though. What is this projector screen looking all garbage like? Can I interact with this? Oh, I can. Alright, so there's some kind of battle going on between 2 different factions. Red banner, blue banner. Oop, I'm skipping pretty fast. They brought back their dead. Not entirely sure what's going on this screen. They're chopping up railroad tracks? I guess they're destroying railroad tracks or something. Maybe they're sabotaging for the war effort? Marching through the streets, fireworks going off. How appropriate given the day it is. And then back to fighting each other, huh? Okay, they're throwing up their hats in celebration, even though some of them are injured or dead. It looks like the Red Army won. And then, I guess the king returned victoriously. Can I, like, use my magnifying glass on this? No, I guess I can get closer, I suppose. Yeah, just coming back, holding... What do you got in your hand right there? Can't tell. A scepter, obviously, but... something else. Everything's getting more expensive. Oh, don't I know it? Yeah. You would have gotten something from your favorite burger place, but they were closed. That's annoying. You know, this morning I was going to go to the gym, and I thought, maybe the gym is going to be closed because of the 4th of July. So I popped open the app, and it said, nope, it's not closed. We're not closed for the 4th of July. You can come to the gym. And I went, all right. So I went to the gym, and I got there, and they said, it was posted on the door, closed because of a power outage. So unfortunately, I didn't get to work out after all. Alright, I'm not sure what information I'm supposed to glean from this necessarily. This slideshow is interesting, but I'm not sure what I can do here. Who was the first crowned ruler of Fen Ares? Oh, I'm probably supposed to solve this, aren't I? I'm probably supposed to figure out what the answers are. Which realm... Okay, so this one is missing 2 correct answers. Oh boy, where's my... Alright. Looks like I gotta solve. Technically not closing at 4th of July. That is true, yes. So it's looking like... This is 2 out of 3, and you answered... B, C, D, C, B, C. Alright. It'd be very simple if the professor or teacher had, like, the answer sheet, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Alright, this one's another 4 out of 6, so we got C, B, A, D, B, C. So it's possible that the first 4 are all wrong. This one is also 2 out of 3. Man. B... I mean, if one of them were 100% correct, that would be very convenient, you know? C, A, C, A, C. Alright. And another one over here. 50%, come on. 3 out of 6. Alright, we got A, B, A, B, A, C. Are there any more clues here? Looks like those 4 are the only ones to work with. Alright. Just gotta solve this logic puzzle right now. So based on their answers, it's looking like the, might be A is the 3rd one. And then C is the last one possibly, since they all got that one right. Or they all got the same answer on that one. Maybe they all got it wrong. That's not likely, I don't think. Let's see. Like the music just ends. Oh, I can see you're doing some intensive thinking right here. All right. Guess I'm making my own music then. All right. So while I'm solving this, if the answer is CB, then it would have to be AC. That's not correct. That can't be correct. Or can it, actually? A. You know what? This is... Based on their answers, these kids are getting held back another year. I'm not sure how they grade. I'm not sure how much of a curve they grade on. You know? Well, it's not DCBA. That's not right. Okay, so it's not It's not BC that's correct. You know what? I could spend like 10 or 15 or 20 minutes solving this, or I could just look up the solution on the wiki, you know? I don't feel like I'm necessarily solving this very complex puzzle. It's just a logic deduction thing. I understand the concept of what it wants me to do. I just don't feel like spending the time doing it. Which is a lot of how some of the puzzles in this game are. Alright, so heading back to the passageway if I need to, sure. I've got 2 more classrooms I would really like to build if I can. What? No, I can't do anything with the tea kettle. The music has just completely stopped in the game, though. They've given up entirely. It's kind of funny. Oh, I think I can hear it starting to come back now. Alright, cool. Security room could be useful. We'll build a dark room instead, though. I need to save my gems. I don't have a security card, so I can't go that way. Man, using up my keys and my gems, Aria. I really don't want to make the pool. I guess I'll make the utility closet. And then I'll turn the dark room back on so I can see what I'm building over there. Hello, Crasher! Happy Independence Day. It's been all right. It's been an easygoing day, been a relaxing day. Well, I still need a key card for that. I hope things are going well for you. I hope you're all having a good day today. Okay, looks like I'm heading all the way back to start. Because I think... Well, I guess I can't use the dark room because I don't have the key card. So I guess going all the way back to the gift shop is the last is the last door that I didn't open. I think it might be locked though. And I have a key. Hello! Thank you, that botch! Thank you for the 27-month sub. Much appreciated. Ooh. I know, so this requires a gem, which is unfortunate, but I don't need a key card if I can hack the security system. Thank you very much, that bot. I hope you're having a great evening. Also, hello, Haranera and Arthur Nian. I don't remember saying hello to you. Welcome, welcome. Key card, open this. So, turn the offline mode to unlocked. Good. And now I don't mind if there's more doors, because they're just unlocked because power's off. That's good. Alright, there we go. Now all the security doors are unlocked. Alright, I need more gems, though. That's the issue. Closed exhibit? I mean... Prefer not to, but... Kind of running out of options here. No, let's redraw. Hallway? I'll take a chapel. What is this game? It is a roguelike mansion builder. I've heard some people compare it to Myst, but I've never played that game, so I can't really say, but... Everything's a puzzle in this game. Like, you see these stained glass windows? Those are hints to a puzzle. I lit these candles, and that was the solution to a puzzle. This bishop here is part of a puzzle. Everything is just a puzzle in this game. It's all a matter of figuring out how to interact with these things and what you're doing. And yeah, the more you play through it, the more you understand some of the secrets that this game is hiding. Right now, I'm trying to build all the different classrooms because I haven't built all 9 classrooms before. Oh man, I guess build the hallway. Puzzling, yes, yes. I really appreciate either a gem or a key. Oh, that's locked. Oh, it's locked too. Oh, it's a bummer. I'm in trouble. I can head to the dark room. I can head back to the dark room. Once again, I might not be able to build out the classrooms simply because I ran out of resources for building classrooms. I can always head back to the mess hall and eat some food, but I'm not sure why I would prolong that, just simply because I don't really know what I could do. Too many areas are built. Yeah, too many areas are locked out. Closed exhibit. I can afford the closed exhibit. I can do that. There's that crown. Completely unattainable. It's made out of paper, though. Why would I even want that? That's barred. I can go this way. Ooh. A key, that's convenient. There we go. Sometimes there's some items over here in the corner, but no, not today, apparently. There's a classroom that I can't build. There is a nook, though, that'll give me a few more keys to work with. You wound up axing in the classrooms. Well, that's not something you're going to want every time. Gems, that's what I need, gems. Dormitory or mailroom? I could use the mailroom, I suppose. That's fine. I've placed an order, but there's no supplies in here today. It's for next day delivery, unfortunately. Not today. Well, I'm sure future Mike will be happy that I gave him some more supplies, but I am currently lacking. I'm running out of steps. Gonna have to go find that dinner. Through the puzzle area. All right, gift shop, security room, chapel, corridor, dining. Okay, there's the dining room. Not urgent at the moment. I am running out of steps, though, so kind of getting urgent. All right, can I go this way? I can do one thing over here. Classroom? Can I get a classroom going on over here? Mechanarium or 2 dead-end rooms? Not ideal. I have the breaker room, security room. I guess Mechanarium is the least bad option. Maybe I can get some supplies here. Maybe there's some gems in one of these secret rooms. Well, there's a lever. Not currently one of my goals. A key. A key is good. I like a key. Key is nice. No other way to go. Okay. Coat check. Dormitory, boiler room, but requires a gem. Everything requires a gem. Another dead end. Looks like I'm not building those 9 classrooms today. Bummer. And there's a key card too. What a kick in the teeth. Way to kick a guy while he's down, you stupid game. Well, that's just the way it is sometimes. Special key, silver key. Nah. I need gems. There's a classroom. No, nope. All right, how about the armory? Can I do anything at the armory? Well, and grab these things off the shelf, but day's pretty much over. Not much I can do. Very well. What can I do with my leftover time? I guess I could check out that hallway. Yeah, basically everything else is sealed off. Everything on the left side of the mansion is inaccessible right now. Man, one of these days I'll finally, at long last, build the 9 classrooms. I got further today than I have in the past, but... oh boy, where am I going now? I'm heading back to the corridor. Alright. You love planetariums? Your middle school had a planetarium? How does somebody's middle school get a planetarium? That's crazy. It's cool. If I were there, I'd love it, but... I mean, no, that's fair, actually. I wasn't aware that was a thing, that middle schools could have planetariums. As a kid, in elementary school, I would have been fascinated by something like that. That would have blown my mind. Alright. Got a few more steps to work with. Yeah, let me head all the way back to the entrance hall. There's one... oh. Once I can remember which way is which. Oh boy. How'd I get so turned around? I gotta go straight through the hallway. All the way to the far end. I got turned around because I was eating, that's why. I had food on the mind. No, that's not... I can't go down that way. I have to go down through the dining hall. Sometimes this game is silly. There we go. There's the exit. Well, not the most productive day today, unfortunately. But that's okay. Sometimes you just have bad runs like that. It's a roguelike. Happens. Let's see. Didn't make the study, so there's no reason for me to go down there. Yeah, there were a whole bunch of crates here that I removed. Skyrim background, yeah. The bluish mountains, yeah. I have removed a fair amount of crates from this area, so I can passage through here now. Mostly unobstructed. I opened the first door. The second door required a key. I unlocked that one. The third one required... Oh, wait. These doors stayed unlocked, did they? Huh. If I start a new day, can I go through here then without building any... I don't know if that's the case or not. Okay, well, there's not much else I can do today. Hall pass, detector, key card... I got nothing. Alright, well, call it a day. Happy America Day, Axeman. Thank you, thank you. Also, hello, Zircon. Welcome, welcome. The Academic University of Tomorrow with 6 classrooms. I thought I had 7, but I guess I didn't get up to 7 either. Ugh. Bummer. Theoretically, I solved the riddle of classroom number 6, I suppose, by completing the puzzle. Even though, if the game ever asks me what the solution is, I'm just going to look it up on the wiki. Zircon, you say that Zach and I should do a campfire story about fireworks, because some states in California heavily restrict their use, and it sucks. I mean, yeah, it is dependent state by state. I remember growing up, we lived in a state that was a bit more restrictive, so we'd have to cross state lines to get the more powerful fireworks. But, you know, considering how easily they can take your fingers off if you're stupid, and how many stupid people there are in America, I could understand, you know, the doctors are probably petitioning, please, you have to ban this specific brand of fireworks. I'm so tired of sewing fingers back on. It's so tedious. I could understand that. No, I still can't go this way, can I? Happy Independence Day to you too, Lalo. Yeah, for some reason, this door is locked off. I don't know how to get past here. I haven't built anything, so... Oh, wait! Oh, this door is breakable! I gotta come out here once I've built the power hammer, which I have in storage. I didn't realize that was a... Okay, cool. I think that's the only wall I can interact with here. Okay, I figured that out. That's... Alright, I got this now. I got this. I saved the Power Smasher for just such an occasion. Also, hello, Jason Hans. You lived in Utah for a few years, and they would literally have roadside fireworks stands. They got fireworks all over the place right now. I'm not sure if they're all selling weaker fireworks compared to other states where I am, or if maybe the regulations are loosened. Probably the former. They're probably still selling, you know, moderately strong fireworks, but not selling like the big ones. But yeah, there are stands all over the place. A shrine, a tomb, or a root cellar? Go ahead and give me the root cellar, I think, today. So if I find a shovel, I can come out here and dig up these spots. Finding a shovel is a pretty common occurrence for me these days, and if I can also build the kennel, it'll open up a lot of doors. You have your first pumpkin growing garden? Oh, nice. I'm happy to hear that, Jason. Oh, wait, here's my supplies, too. A lock-picking kit, a sleeping mask, and 2 gems. Hell yeah, that's handy. Yesterday I was running out of gems, maybe not today. And the lock-picking kit will help me for doors that are locked, obviously, if I don't have enough keys. It can depend on locality, too. Yeah, that's true. It depends on city by city, ordinance by ordinance. That's just how it is. I'm going to take a quick break and get something to drink because my mouth is already getting a little parched. But I'll be back in a second. got something to drink here. Around in the South Carolina, bigger recreational explosives than you could ever need. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah. I hope your evening is going well, everyone. Yeah. Welcome, Dr. Sev Sinatra. So yeah, this is a pretty easy going stream where we can just kind of talk about everything. We're kind of chill right now. You know, we don't have to focus too much on the game because it's pretty peaceful, easy going, low stakes game. I don't have to worry about being jump scared or something chasing me or anything. I'm just solving puzzles, hanging out with y'all today. Yes, Pagan Son, a bit of a late stream. I might be jealous of your school district, but you got a smart boards that were very techy. Cool. You know, growing up in my elementary school, there were like 3 books on astrology or astronomy, and I always checked them out. I just checked out the same 3 books over and over because I loved astronomy so much. Space travel, the wonders of the cosmos, it certainly captured my imagination, which might contribute to why I enjoy Outer Wilds so much and Mass Effect and that whole genre of game. Futurism. They showed some more stuff of the Exodus game. That's been in development for forever. It's interesting. Did they now? Okay. I played the demo of the Expanse game that's coming out eventually, but I didn't play anything of Exodus. That's new to me. All right, if I can build the coat room, I can get my power hammer out of storage. That'd be very handy. So that's my goal today. Get my power hammer out. Hey, my book arrived! Alright. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house room by room, and suddenly everything is going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion. It is imperative you draft a hallway. But on the critical draw, the gods offer you nothing but dead ends. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, the death of expansion. They are the death of your house, but are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps they have some inherent value. A dead end is any room that lacks an exit by which you entered. Right, I'm aware of this. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all other factors, but every house needs some dead ends. Don't be afraid of drafting a few dead ends. I mean, that's just common sense. I figured that out a long time ago. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. As for boarding as the tomb may be, the floor plan can be drafted on the grounds as such, but just for a day. Yeah, I've already been down in the tomb. That's fine. The outer rooms. On a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gems to pay for the extra classroom. I know, so I was trying. And on Hubble days, they will focus entirely on getting extra steps. Yep. Grounds for termination. I'm just going to skim these a little bit, see if there's any useful information on these. Grounds for termination. Party time, you got it. All right. It's time for a dance. Why is my dance screen so stretched out? Why is my dancing screen stretched out? Hold on. Why are things the way they are and not the way they aren't? Hold on. How do I unstretch this out? There we are. Fixed it. That was weird. Oh. Now I can't see the chat. There we go. There we go. You wish Starfield was a bit more polished and a bit more in-depth. You know, I have yet to play Outer Worlds 2, and that might be everything that I wanted from Starfield, so I really should give it a try, you know? I should give Outer Worlds a decent look, because I played it for about 2 hours and I moved on. Not because I was bored with it, just because I ran out of time. I should really go back and give that a try. Am I going to try to recreate Hogwarts? I mean, that's basically what this whole building is, where rooms keep on shifting behind other rooms. Kind of annoying. Former groundskeeper Denny Ravain. Right. I've made all of these rooms. The shrine, it tells you what the shrine's blessings are. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, blah, 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 blah. Top 5 dead ends. If Toolshed is good, then Attic is really good. Get a whole bunch of gems, probably. Study is powerful. Coat check, there you go. That's what I want to build today. I want to build the coat check today. The hovel, I can't build that anymore. Secret passage. Surprisingly, this room is categorized as a dead end, allowing architects to utilize it in both dead end and color-specific strategies. Really? I didn't realize that was classified as a dead end. Interesting. Because technically it's not. Can you beat his record? Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day. How would I submit that? To solve the sweepstakes. Until I have a magnifying glass, I have no idea what that says. It's very small text. But that's the end of that. All right, I'll have to come back. Oop. I'll have to come back once I have the magnifying glass so I can read that, if I can find it today. Am I going to play the new old Star Fox? You know, I didn't have a Switch 2. I wasn't going to. But I figured, you know, I should probably be a bit more attuned to that kind of thing. So I did get myself a Switch 2. I ordered it, so eventually it'll show up. I didn't get the new Star Fox game yet, although I probably should, you know, because considering how much I enjoy Star Fox, I probably should get a copy of that. But I got Mario Galaxy, which is a Mario game I haven't played. As much as I love the Mario platformers, never played Galaxy or Galaxy 2, so I'll be playing those games eventually. But yeah, I will eventually play the new Star Fox because I really like Star Fox. I'm glad it's finally getting some love, even if it's rehashing an older game. But, you know, they're rehashing one of the best games in the series, so can't complain too much. We're Switch buddies. We'll have to exchange friend codes, yeah. Alright, library. Sometimes you can build the bookstore off the library. That's not happening today. The laundry room, though. That's a very important room to build. I'll go ahead and build that one. Ooh, and there's a dig spot over here, too. Oh, wait, I've already dug that one. That's right. All right, I'll come back here once I've spent a bit of money. If I can build the commissary, that's on my list of things to do today. I want to build a commissary. Rumpus room, that's not the commissary. That is not quite what I was looking for, but I will get a little bit of money out of here. Maybe. Commissary? There's the commissary. That's what I was looking for. All right, what can I spend my money on here? Some gems and ooh, set of gems. That's good stuff. Magnifying glass. I was just talking about that. Shovel. Very important to have that too. And a few more gems. Nice. Very good stuff. Okay, we're off to a good start today, I think. All right, let me head back to the laundry room because I got just the thing for that. I want to transform my 51 gold into 51 keys. Was that, yeah, fluff and fold. Cost 10 gold, so I get, what, 40 keys out of that, I think? I get like 31 keys out of that. Alright, never mind. I guess they charge you for gold afterward, but I've already spent my gold, so I guess I'm not getting spent. Good, good. Hello, Big Sherb. You wish Star... Oh, yeah, that was the Starfield comment. I thought it was a new Star Fox comment. Pardon me. There's a really good Star Fox fan game out there called Event Horizon that remakes all the old games. I think I may have seen that. I'm not sure if it's done, but I've been watching a couple of videos that popping up in my feed every once in a while. Yeah. I have seen bits and pieces of that. Star Fox, the remake of the remake of the remake. Yeah, it is kind of ridiculous. But, I mean, maybe it's because they don't have someone with a unifying vision behind it, you know? If you had someone working at Nintendo where Star Fox was like their one passion project and it's all they wanted to do was make Star Fox games, maybe you could have someone with a clear-eyed vision for it, but maybe that's the reason why they keep on remaking the same game over and over again. More money, alright, cool. There's also, speaking of new Star Fox games, there's also spiritual successors to Star Fox. There's a couple of them that I've been playing recently. Maybe I'll do a video on all the different Star Fox likes. There's the new one coming out, Blue Winds Horizon, or Blue Wings. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's coming out in like a month or two. They got Crystal and Wolf's original VAs for it, though Wolf's passed away a couple months ago. Yeah. I did see how cool it was that they got those, but I am aware of that. Sad news. Granted, like, Star Fox 64 was like 20 years ago, so yeah. Welcome, Legion Recruit. Oh, there's a classroom. Go ahead and give me the den so I can get +1 gem. I got 41 keys and 10 gems. I'm not hurting for gems today. I think I'm doing pretty good right now. The observatory is going to build. I will happily build the observatory. 73 stars. Jeez, how I stockpiled so many of them. Good stuff. +1 key. Good, good. Add that to the pile. I think it's called Blue Falcon. It's not called Blue. It's called like Blue Wind or something. Blue Wings. Can't remember. Your entry into Star Fox was Star Fox Assault. That was fun. And you know it wasn't what fans wanted. I remember playing Star Fox Assault, you know, back when the GameCube came out. Back when that game came out. And I thought it was okay. I didn't hate it too much. Going back to it, I found it difficult to enjoy, so I didn't play it all that much. But, you know. It basically was the best Star Fox game since Star Fox 64 in the last 20 years. If you wanted another Star Fox game, it was either Assault or the one with the bad motion controls, or the one on the DS. There's, you know, still a better Star Fox game than Star Fox Adventures, which wasn't a Star Fox game, really. You think what helped Star Fox be successful was just how easy of a game it was for renting? Yeah, that could have contributed. I think what counterintuitively, or maybe what people may not have. This might not be what people think of when they think of Star Fox, but I think the voice acting really did help. It is an incredibly quotable game, Star Fox 64. Some of those quotes are just etched into my mind, and they will never leave till the day I die. I think that helps. I think it becomes very memeable in that way. I'm running out of rooms to build here. Can I build like a 3-way hallway here? An office or a parlor? I'd rather have the parlor, though I'm feeling a little uneasy about it. The gems are on the floor. Lies. The gems are in this box. Maybe. The gems are on the desk. Lies. I guess the gems are in this box. Slippy, hurry up. What are you doing? Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side. Do a barrel roll. Barrel roll, press Z or R twice. Okay, here we go. There's the passageway. That's super helpful. This mansion has one long snaking corridor. Finally branching out, though, it looks like. Furnace? No. Speakeasy? You know, give me the hallway here. I'm looking for the coat check. Do we have a coat check? Please say, yes, I need a coat check. I mean, I guess give me the nursery? There's another gem over here. That's something. Daddy screamed, "Wee good," when he died. Yes. And then if Peppy is, or he says, "Peppy, long time no see." Except if Peppy is already down and his aircraft is already shot, and he goes, "We're getting paid a lot of cash for this." It's very memorable, very quotable. Ooh, here we go. Something to spend on all my myriad of keys on. Oh boy, garbage. All right, a little bit of stuff there. Good. Yeah, so many great voice lines. I'm looking forward to eventually playing the new one. And I really am. I honestly am hopeful that this causes like a renaissance for the Star Fox series, because, man, it's such an underrated series. Hello, Arc Charger, Ryuzaki, Long Skeleton. Happy 4th of July to you all. Ooh, a tunnel. Neat. A rock. Oh boy, I got a rock. Oh, I got a brick. Which is like a big square rock. And a key. You said the voice acting isn't as good, but it's perfectly serviceable and definitely less over the top. Well, that's okay, you know. They're doing it in modern style, and that's just how they chose to go about it. Ooh, veranda. I'll take a veranda, sure. And another chest I can dig through. Nice. Got so many keys, might as well. Some dice. Good, good. Yeah, I haven't been watching any of the clips or anything because I don't want to spoil myself. Because I am planning to play through it soon. Ah. Peaceful. What a peaceful game this is. Not for everyone, though. The puzzles can indeed be a pain in the butt. Go ahead and build the closet hallway. Hey, Peter. How are you doing? Are you awake now? You want some treats? All right. Peter got out of bed, and he's asking me for some treats, so I'm going to give him some treats, and I'll be back in a minute. Peter. Peter. Flop. I spent a little bit. I didn't realize I was still doing the rave. I always keep on forgetting that I'm doing that still, you know? Also, I didn't realize that the rave didn't have any music either. Or does it have music? Hold on. It's not playing any music. Hold on. Well, it doesn't matter because it should be done anyway. Why is the default screen so stretched out like that? So weird. What the heck is... oh, my display. Okay. My display is stretched out. Huh. Interesting. I don't know why it does that. It's very strange. Okay. I'll have to fix that later. OBS can be a little weird sometimes. Ah. Hey, a key card. That's super useful. I'll take that. So yeah, I spent a little bit of time with our other cat, Rue, today, and I tried to lift her up and cradle her and take her out of the room, but she hates being held. She freaks. I picked her up and I carried her for about 5 seconds. And I could hear her breathing faster. And then she just leaps out of my arms and sprints back into the room. Which, on one hand, I'm a little sad that, you know, she's so scared of everything. But I guess, on the other hand, it's a good thing that she feels some safety in that room. I'm glad that she has a spot to feel safe here. Your cat, Chloe, is curled up next to you and trying to bite your hand. Aw, I hope they're little love bites. Petey does that too. I do have a lot of red, like, scratch marks on my arm, though. I was playing with Petey yesterday, and he just kind of, like, he was kind of going crazy, and he bunny kicked the shit out of my arm. He does that sometimes, though. Yeah. See, the thing is, I would consider Rue a friend for Petey, but unfortunately, I can't leave them alone in the same room. If I'm there with Peter and Rue, things are fine. Petey will lick Rue's head, and, you know, Rue will be all quiet and submissive and watching Petey and come up and beg for more licks. And, you know, they'll get along. And then if I leave the room and I come back like 10 minutes later, Rue will be hiding underneath the chair because Petey will have lunged at her and chased her like she's prey. So it wouldn't be so bad if Rue could put up any sort of fight, but she absolutely cannot. She is 100% not a fighter. Another hallway? I guess we'll go with another hallway. Just like children. Yeah, unfortunately, Peter will just beat the crap out of Rue. Hey, laboratory, that's good to build. We'll build one of those. And those fireworks are still going, still getting loud. Alright, experiment set up. What can I experiment with today? Whenever I find some trash while digging, permanently add +1 gold to my allowance. I already have an incredible surplus of gold. Go ahead and give me +1 star. Every time I find some trash. There we go. All right, that's good. Oh, I can log into the network, actually. Hold on. Password accepted. Good, good. I'd probably want to use remote access of the shelter, because I can't build a shelter today anymore. Connected to the terminal, yada, yada, yada. All right, radiation monitor. Probably don't have any radiation just yet, because I haven't... Yeah, it's nothing right now. Yeah. If I do a few more experiments, though, I can get that kicked up a couple notches. And that'll unlock all the doors for free, which is good because I only have 44 keys left. Archives, security. Man, I just can't find the coat check that I want. I'm going to make it spawn today. I won't take no for an answer. All right, keycard system. Set the offline mode to be unlocked. And until I actually find a... I do have a key card, so we'll go ahead and turn that to high. I almost forgot that I picked up a key card. Very useful to have that. You think the fireworks might be causing the internet outages? Causing it to be barely functional? I mean, there's possibly some relation. Did I just hear my cat screaming? Peter? I might have to go down and put him in a room. I do sometimes put him in the room with Rue, but I put him in the cage. I got like a kennel cage for like a big dog, but I got it for PD, just so I don't have to feel too bad about throwing him in there for a prolonged stay. You heard a meow? Yeah, I might have to deal with that in a little bit. There's a new Mass Effect mod you've been hearing some buzz about that reworks the Omega DLC to bring it more in line with 2 and include some stuff that was originally cut. Did you know Arya had a daughter who was one of Morinth's unfortunate victims? I don't remember her saying that. Oop. I mean, since we're just kind of chilling right now, I can just look it up. Mass Effect, I'm guessing LE mod for Omega. Pow, 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 pow. Omega Hub, is that what you're thinking of? From a year ago, huh? You can finally return to Omega. This might not be the same thing you're thinking of. Not that. It was cut dialogue, huh? Look at the Omega Hub mod. I mean, it might not be on... Ooh, sorry for the freaking flashbang. I don't know why it does that sometimes. You've been rewatching our Mass Effect series that Zach and I did, and you think it's pretty good. I'm glad you enjoy. I'm glad that Zach enjoyed it too. It was on the Nexus. Okay. I mean, if I just pop this open and I search for the Omega, I mean, it might not be under Omega, but you would think it would be. Omega Interrupt mod. I mean, it's probably not the most recent one. Omega Plague becomes COVID-85. Well, whatever it's called, apparently doesn't contain the word Omega. Or maybe it is one of these. How are the diversification mods? Because I remember there was a diversification project for 1 and 3. Looks like there still is. I was hoping for one for Mass Effect 2. No, it looks like there still isn't a Mass Effect 2 diversification project. There was one for 3 and one for 1. The Citadel evolves over time. That's pretty cool. I haven't actually played with all... When was the last time this was updated? Like a year ago? Like 6 months ago. Yeah, it's been like 2 or 3 years since I played... It might have been 3 or 4 years ago at this rate. It's been a while since I played Mass Effect. But there's probably a lot of cool mods I can play around with that do stuff like this. Yeah, a lot of this stuff was still work in progress last time I checked. They've been putting some effort in. The drunk tally interaction has been turned into a cinematic as BioWare intended. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, the modders... this isn't even a game that's easily modded, so I'm impressed that they do some of the things they did with it. It's very impressive. There was a fire next to your house. Happy 4th of July. Jeez, Dylan. Nice. Robodog can be found snoozing in your apartment. That's a nice touch. Yeah, there's a lot of fun little improvements from this stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. Low poly NPCs have been replaced. The specialist who destroys a restaurant will now correctly wield a saber instead of a mattock. So these fans, sometimes, like, they're really obsessive for the details. You gotta respect it. Or be scared of it. All right. Female Turians. Yeah, see, the LE1 diversification project seamlessly adds female Turians into it, but I don't know if the second game has such a similar mod that does that kind of thing. You would think there would be, but I guess not. It's not that big a deal. I just kind of feel like it would be nice if there was. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I'm sure there's some great Mass Effect mods. I played with a couple of them, but it might be time to do another modded playthrough, just to see what I could do with it. And my lockpicking skill in this game is still not great. Clock tower, freezer, or pool? If I make the pool here, I can eventually make the sauna as well. That could be handy. Is it just Turians wearing lipstick for girls? No, Mass Effect 3 actually did add 2 female Turians. And I think it was also a playable class in the multiplayer mode. And then once the modders were like, oh, so that's what they look like, they went back and retroactively added them to the first game. Because it doesn't make any sense for there to not be any female Turians in the entire trilogy, except at the very end. They just got they got their own model, they got a thinner face. They got a different build, although they're very stocky, still very top-heavy like Turians usually look. Go ahead and build a chapel here, I suppose. Hey, here we go. Dig here. Find some... Oh, it's turnip. Thought I was going to find some junk here. Maybe I'll find some junk here. Nope. Money. Still looking for the storage room. Ooh, the vault. If I were hurting for money, you know, there you go. But hey, how about a dining room? Dining room's pretty good. Turn up for what? Yeah. Next week it's supposed to be hot. Hot, but not in the 90s or 100s. Hooray! The heat wave will have passed. That's good. Hey, a gem. Nice. You've got to keep an eye out for those kinds of things. I still go with those fireworks, huh? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Just annoyed. Ding, 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 ding. What is the point of even having a lock picking it if I can't pick any locks? The Nook, the storeroom, or the solarium? Well, I guess I could do the Nook. I would like a 3-way room if I can. Well, I got the utility closet. That's not even close. No, no. Give me the speakeasy, I suppose. Um, 18, I think, for a few more keys. Good. I was low on keys. I wasn't low on keys. Hey, the locksmith. You know, I don't need keys, believe it or not, so go ahead and give me the office. I know there is a gem in this office, too. Useful. In Mass Effect 3, you don't see a female Turian until the Citadel DLC. The Omega DLC came first. There is the female Turian that is your companion in the Omega DLC. Nyreen was the first female Turian. And then they added a second one in the Citadel DLC. And then eventually they added the female Turian as a playable race in the multiplayer mode. That was kind of it. That was the only time you saw a female Turian. The only couple of times. Alright, so I guess I could go through here. There we go. Walk-in closet. Chamber of Mirrors. You know, I do want to get the Chamber of Mirrors going. This might be doable, although since one of the entrances is by the antechamber, this could be very difficult to get going today, unfortunately. But if maybe I can access this button, that'd be pretty cool. I think all I have to do is access it from that side. That seems doable. I think I could do that. Oh, okay. No, this is fine. Also, we got some fish here. Lemon glazed salmon, nice. Nice. Delicious. And I'm guessing if I push this button, I have to enter from the antechamber. No. What the? Okay, it opened up a different thing over here. Hold on. I'm paying a lot of money, but it's okay. All right, so now I can take a left here and hit this button, which raises that over there. Okay, so I gotta access that door over there. Let's see, how do I get back over there? Through the pool? Yeah, I gotta head back to the chapel and the pool. Yeah, okay. I've never been able to unlock the secrets of the Chamber of Mirrors. Today might be the day that we do that. How exciting. Trophy room, spare bedroom. Hey, Peter. Meow. Yeah, how you doing? Trophy room? I could go for the trophy room, sure. Meow. Your dad made a breaded trout on a skillet the other day. It was tasty. That sounds delicious. You know, fish can be difficult to cook up properly, but if you get it done right, especially trout, oh, it's good stuff right there. That's really good stuff. All right, what can I make here? Closed exhibit. I can make the closed exhibit. The observatory is not bad either. Yeah, we'll go with the observatory. Got 74 stars. So green rooms contain special flowers today. Good. It was the Omega Hub mod you were thinking of. The gist is BioWare initially planned for you to be able to return the Omega as a hub world with some side missions after you complete the Omega DLC, but it was cut fairly early for time. Yeah, that whole DLC did feel a bit rushed when it came out. I remember that much. Still currently in beta. I gotcha. Yeah, when the Omega mod came out... Hello, Peter? Yes. Hold on. Hey, buddy. You want lap time? When the Omega DLC came out back in like 2012 or whatever, I remember it was kind of annoying because it was the previous DLC was $10 and it seemed fine, but the Omega DLC was like the Omega DLC was they were asking $15 for it, and then I played it and it was like you can't even return to Omega. It was kind of glitchy. Arya was kind of flying all over the place because she wasn't programmed properly. It was kind of felt really cheap. But I guess maybe they were just saving up all of their energy and resources for the Citadel DLC, because that's where they really nailed it. Old man noise is just now, I'm an old man! What can I say? I'm an old man. I got a cat here. I'm an old man. Do I hate shellfish as much as Zach does? Well, I'm not sure how much Zach hates shellfish, but I gotta say, I haven't really had a whole lot of shellfish. I've never really ordered lobster or crab or crawdads or anything like that. I imagine I wouldn't mind them if I had them, but I don't think I've ever had them. Oh, you're not getting it? Okay, he's decided not to be in my lap now. He has decided to be on the computer table now. All right. As long as he doesn't get behind the computer and start pulling out cables, he'll be fine. All right, so I take a left here. Oop. Take a left here at the speakeasy. Speakeasy's fine. Yeah, I really would like to have the one specific dead-end room, the coat rack. 18 here. Two more keys, add it to the pile. Freezer, nook, nursery, huh? I kind of need a left-hand turn, I think. Not dead-end myself. The den will work. Yeah, I'll take the den. Grab the gem. Lab, conference room, or closed exhibit. Guess I kind of gotta go with the conference room because I need to go straight here to get toward the foundation. The other mod that you've seen a lot lately is Children of Rannoch that gives Quarians a new overhauled visual design. Yeah, I saw that one where the masks were a bit more transparent. You can see their alien-like faces. That one seemed pretty good. I don't think I would mind that one. I think a lot of Italian answers would also really enjoy it. I mean, I've got my own set of mods that I choose to play with. That I did a whole video on the mods that I really enjoyed back in the day. Things that brought back Ashley's classic design, because it was weird how they put collagen into her lips and let her took down her hair and stuff like that and turned her into more of a beauty pageant contestant rather than a soldier. Man, come on. This lockpick just will not open up all my doors. Drawing room, dark room. I guess I'll take the drawing room. There was a gem in there, and I am so low on gems at this point, you know? I only got 20 now. My well is running dry. East Wing Hall. Sure. I would really appreciate having my coat room. Parlor, maids, chamber, vault. Nothing wrong with another vault, I suppose. Although I'd really like that one in particular. Where is it? Come on. Attic, walk-in closet, workshop. None of these really work for me. We'll try again. Clock tower, rumpus room, mail room. Try a third time. Classroom. I guess I'll go with the classroom for now. It'll at least give me more options to work with. Take one of them. Hello. I didn't see you come in, Master of Fear. Finally able to watch the streams and you got decent internet? Nice. Hope y'all can see the fireworks, because you can't. I mean, I was able to see some fireworks out the window. Not the kind of thing I was most interested in. Ooh, crap. I just realized the classroom is where I wanted to put I just kind of wasn't paying attention, and I sealed off the Chamber of Mirrors, unfortunately. That's on me. I'm so focused on building this coat room, and I'm just not getting the option to build the coat room, and it's getting on my nerves. Oh boy, an old shoe. Oh boy, an old shoe. My stars are up to 75, though. That's pretty good. Adjust the rate of these things appearing. The rotunda being rare. It costs 3 gems, but it's basically a 4-way room, which is pretty useful to have. So maybe if I made that more standard instead, that'd be nice. Servants' quarters, we'll make that rare, because it's a dead-end room, and I don't like that. And then the patio. It's not bad. Patios are pretty good, and I have sometimes been lacking when it comes to gems, so maybe we'll make that a common one. Seems good to me. Nice changes there. Oh, this is a dead end now. Ugh. Can't believe I sealed myself out of the mirror room. I feel so foolish for having done that, but we all make mistakes. Yep, just go ahead and open the door. I need my coat check. There's the coat check, finally. Bellhop. Retrieve the the power hammer. There we go. My power hammer's been returned. Perfect. All right, now to bust down that wall. Oh, this is all sealed off. Gotta go navigate my incredibly well-designed mansion, which has you going through the observatory to get to the trophy room, to get to the empty pool, to get to the security room. Speaking of, though, yeah, what's gonna be over here? What are we building here? Boiler room. Give me the dining room. Give me some food. I'm a little peckish. Oh boy, fish again. Delish. All right, and we'll eat the lunchbox as well, can and all. Nice. All right. Oh, I heard more fireworks. Looks like the fireworks aren't done just yet. Is this the entrance? I think we're heading back toward the entrance parlor. Is it? Through the tunnel, the veranda. Nope. Hallway passageways. It just keeps on getting more and more convoluted. Down we go. What do we got? Okay, we're here at the observatory. I can make a path at the den. Maybe I can unlock... Ooh, coins. What am I putting here? Music room, planetarium, or the library? Give me the library. Nope, that was... Oh, that's fine. I could order a book while I'm in the library. Order me Realm and Ruin. I haven't read that one, I don't think, so... I can read that one next time. Alright, let's use this power hammer to knock down a wall and see what secrets are hidden underneath this mansion. And I could put a room here, too. What do we put in? Hallway, closed exhibit, or hallway closet. Yeah, go ahead and build a hallway closet. A dice and a compass. Not all that useful to me at the moment. Alright, alright. Basically done with everything for the day. Just gotta knock down this one wall. Put a coin in the well just for fun. A bit late on this, but Code Veronica Remake. As soon as Claire spotted blood in the trailer, your brain immediately went, could this be Chris's blood? Nice. We have fun. All right. So it's taken me, not just the entire stream, but it's actually taken me like a couple of weeks to make this happen. I was able to remove all the crates. You know, it took me some time. It took me some effort, all right. And when I came down here, this door was locked. I luckily had a key. Great. This door required me to get a different key, so I had to come back a different day and open this door. And luckily on that same day, I had a key card, which opened up this door. But now this is blocked off, and I didn't think there was anything I could do to get past it. But now that I have this power hammer... Did I do the tomb? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Another room like this? Hey, Peter. All right. So this room requires me to go to the boiler room. I did not build the boiler room today, I don't think. Coat check, conference room, chamber of mirrors. Nope. I didn't build that room today. Well, I made one more step in progress. I spent like an hour and a half today, and I made one more step in progress. I opened up another door. I could go to the root cellar and dig around. That's something I haven't done today. That's true. Oh. Yeah, there's a way to power the red boxes if you're in the boiler room. I think it's it's the boiler room. But I didn't build that today, so I guess I'm not doing that today. I can at least put this upgraded sledgehammer back in storage. And I can dig around in the root cellar for a little bit to get my star count up. But that's kind of it for the day, unfortunately. That's just how it is sometimes. That's just the way it is. Get your celery glove on and get your celery. Get your celery glove on because it needs handling properly. Alright, we'll just dig around over here. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. Yeah, I hope you're, like I said earlier, I hope you're all having a relaxing evening. A fine 4th of July. I hope you still got all your fingers and toes. Yeah. Hope you had a decent amount to eat today without overdoing it. I know it's difficult to contain yourself when you got such good food sometimes. Someone's always cooking up burgers and hot dogs, and they want you to have 3 of each, and, you know, that can be a bit much. Well, we found a bunch of supplies there. I was kind of hoping to dig up garbage, ironically. Garbage would have been much more beneficial for me to have dug up. How many doors are there? Do I know? I mean... You're going to have to be more specific. There's doors everywhere. Oh, you mean for that tunnel? No, I've never been in that tunnel before. This is the first time I've excavated that tunnel. I'm on day 126, and I've gone through like 5 doors, and there's like a 6th door at the end now, so... Now I have to power up the boiler room. Where'd I put the coat check room? All the way at the very far end. Very well. I'm heading all the way back over there just so I can put that back in storage and calling it a day and trying again tomorrow. Maybe I can build... Ooh, piece of candies. Maybe I can build the boiler room. Oh, wait. I had more constellations, didn't I? Nah. I added more stars, but it didn't give me more constellations to work with. What game is this? Yeah, this is called Blue Prince, Mr. Winky. It's a bit of a puzzle game. Bit of. It's nothing but puzzle game. It is puzzle game the game. I already digged everything in here. Ooh, yeah, I dug stuff in there in the tunnel area. Yeah, I've already dug up everything I can dig up today. Ooh, there's an apple over here though. That's surprising. Take a little bit of apple. Conference room. There's the pool. Where am I heading now? Coat check is over there. Through the den, speakeasy. Gosh, it's such a convoluted house I've built today. Through the trophy room, take a right to the observatory, take a left at the billiard room, take a left at the den, go through the conference room. At the drawing room, take a left into the foundation. Hey. I was hoping for garbage. I didn't want money. I didn't want food. Oh well. Ugh. Also, hello, A Spartan. Welcome, welcome. Oh wait, I didn't want to be in here actually. This is the room I can't do anything with at the moment. $20. I wanted a peanut. $20 can buy many peanuts. Explain how. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Woohoo! Good stuff. Classic Simpsons. Some real classic Simpsons right there. How'd I get in this room? This isn't where I wanted to be. How'd I get in the classroom? Where'd I put the coat check? Hold on. Okay, I gotta take a right here. Alright. Ding dong! Go ahead and put the power hammer back in storage. I'll pull this back out. There's like one or two more doors I want to knock down with that, but that's it for the evening. Mount Holly, the garden excavation sited tomorrow. 22 excavated dig spots. Yep. Kind of screwed up with the Chamber of Mirrors today, unfortunately. Not that I was going to be guaranteed to do anything with it, because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to access the antechamber door, which could have made things difficult. It might have made things impossible, but I might have at least gotten close today. And I made a little bit of progress on that tunnel, which is something. So just got to come back once I've got the pump room built, which requires me to build the pool. Nah, we got this today. We got this. We're going to make some progress today, like it or not. Storeroom, pantry, hallway. Give me the hallway. Take a left-hand turn here at the observatory. Sounds good to me. Get some bonuses from the telescope. Got 5 gems, 1 key, and apples are more useful. Nice. Alright, more progress. Come on, come on. Security! Not quite what I needed. Although, commissary so I can spend money on good stuff. Yeah, there we go. A shovel, always good to have. Set of gems. Not that I was hurting for them today, but I'll take that, sure. Yeah, keys are what I'm currently low on. Gonna find some ways to get some keys. Parlor will dead end. Vestibule is okay. It's locked. Passageway here is good. I'll take a passageway happily. An apple a day keeps the voices in your head away. Nice. Hey, Petey. Petey, you can't figure out what to do with yourself today. Are you going to relax in your cat tree? You going to get in my lap? You going to relax in that chair? What are you doing? You just want to be close to me, but you don't want to be anywhere near me, huh? All right, well, I'm glad we sorted that out. How am I? I'm good. Did I eat today? Yeah, I ate today. What did I have today? I had, No, I made some pizza. Boiler room! Wait, is that what I wanted? Yeah, I need the boiler room, actually. There. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is how we make progress. This is good. Think. So I go down here. Dig spot. Nice. Here's the red box I need to power up. So I gotta turn this 5 times, which will remove one of the passageways. Yeah, I can't use that walkway anymore, but this red box is powered, so now I can probably go check out what's in that tunnel. Right? Possibly. Yeah, the entrance hall is right here. All right, let's go figure it out. Let's find out. I'm curious. Did the wedding happen yet? The wedding did not. I mean, the ceremony, like the formal ceremony didn't, but the documentation is done, so yes, but the ceremony, no. Things are a bit crazy right now, but I hope things will calm down in the future. Yeah. Yesn't. Exactly, yes. And Anne is doing well. Thank you for asking. Had a bit of a rough day. We were kind of hoping to, like, stream a bit today, but, you know, not the best of days for us, so we didn't end up doing that together. All right, the door is powered. Why is it flickering? Why is it blinking? What? Why can't I open the door here? I powered it. It's powered. Oh, I had to. Okay, I had to press a button. I didn't realize that was a button I had to press. Okay. Oh, come on, another door? You gotta be kidding me. This game. All right. I need to come back when I have a torch to light these 2 candles, I guess. And another one. It's gonna take me like an entire year to excavate this entire thing. You're hoping for me to get Zach to play Ratchet and Clank so you can finally draw fan art of Zach as Ratchet and me as Clank. The positive little creature that's riding him like the monkey on his back. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think Zach may have played the Ratchet and Clank games before. I'm sure he's not as into them as I am, but I'm sure he's enjoyed some of them in the past. At least I'm pretty sure he has. I just can't get enough of them, though. Well, since I'm out here, I could make the tomb, the hovel, or the schoolhouse. Let's try and get this dumb schoolhouse. And now that I've got 12 gems, maybe we can do the schoolhouse thing today, huh? All right, we got 12 gems. We got 9 schoolrooms to build. Let's see if we can make it happen today. I have never played Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, no. As much as I've played a lot of platformers from back in the day, that is one I never got around to playing. Still have to play the TAC ones, too. I know Anne really enjoys those. All right, take a turn here. Classroom. I can build a classroom here. That's fine. Number 1. Good. If I can build the armory, that's also another one I want to make. Okay, I can go ahead and repower the floor over here. There we go. That extends the walkway, so now I can go this way now. Good. Security room. That's a good one to build here. You just bought all the Ty games on sale. Oh, I didn't realize that the Ty games were on Steam. That's news to me. You'll have to let me know how they are, Zircon. I've never played them before. Hopefully they're good, though. Another classroom. Great. Good. Number 2, we're making some solid progress. And a banana. Oh, boy. Yay! Drink time. You got it. I am down to the last couple drops. I'll have to get another drink soon. They were remastered and had some minor stuff reworked. Nice. I'm happy to hear that. Maybe one day we'll have a proper renaissance for all these 3D platforming games. Now, some of them have gotten the treatment. Some of them have not. Laboratory. We'll go for the secret passage here. I'm going to build a green room, because green rooms are usually pretty good. Get a patio, a veranda, or the aquarium. Poke. Oh, Petey. I'm going to pet your head right now, since you're right next to me. Yeah, he's like, all right. I was going to nap in, but I'll let you pet me. So I'm petting him now. They redeemed the poke, so I pet the kitty. There you go. There you go. How you like that? He seems content. Bubsy just came back again somehow. Somehow Bubsy returned. Right. Ooh, a compass. You had a minor storm a few hours ago and a couple branches fell out of the trees. You on the East Coast? Because here in the Midwest we had that happen about yesterday. Or the day before. A lot of branches all over the place. Ugh. I'm low on keys now. That's kind of unfortunate. Hey, low on keys. We got a garage. Nice. Rayman and Spyro are coming back. Yeah, I guess I've never been too big into Rayman, so I wasn't keeping up on that. But I know Spyro had a remastering of the original trilogy recently that was really well done. I enjoyed that. Another classroom. Heck yeah. We're gonna make it happen today. It's time for the classroom. Good, another apple. What do we got here? Another classroom. Turn to the right. No, we got a kennel though. Kennel's fine. Getting a brand new Spyro game next year. I hope it's in the same vein. Puppy. Hope it's in the same vein as the previous was. I know there have been some Spyro games that kind of deviated from the formula. Skylanders is like one of them, technically. So I hope it's good. Ooh, another classroom. Don't mind if I do. Grade 4. Apple. Good. Laboratory. I gotta take the laboratory. I should probably grab the Nook today, just to make sure I've got the keys for the locked doors. It's by the original devs. The original devs were Insomniac, and they're busy making like really big, grandiose games. I don't think Insomniac Games is working on Spyro. You did not know Spyro was not from Skylanders for many years? That's always surprising to me, but you know, that's just how it is sometimes. If the first time you saw him was from Skylanders, then so be it. Okay, we are here at grade 5. We're making some progress here. The pool. I guess I'll make the pool. Didn't quite out. I guess I could have re-rolled. It's something else I could have done. Low on keys. Starting to get a little low on keys. Kind of concerning. Another classroom. Good. It does kind of seal away some of those rooms, but I do another classroom. 6. Good, good. There's 3 more. 3 more to make. No hall pass in this one. No hall pass in this one. Getting low on keys, getting low on gems. Kind of a problem. Rumpus room, chapel. Go for the chapel, I suppose. I gotta keep on remembering I can do a redraw as well. Redraw could be very handy. It's free. Hey, a kitchen. A laboratory. Those all require gems. I'm trying to save my gems for the classrooms, you know? But hey, I can get some keys here, maybe. 19. A key card. Well, that will be handy eventually. I am low on keys, though. Ugh. Trophy room, dining room. Give me the dining room, sure. Get a few more steps. The new game is being developed by Toys for Bob. Oh, they're the ones who did the remastering of the trilogy. That's good. They went independent from Activision, though, so the game is being funded and published by Microsoft, with Activision as the distributor. It's always so convoluted, isn't it? Always so ridiculously convoluted. Oh, it's locked. Of course it is. Well, now I'm out of keys, unfortunately. So I gotta find some keys. Here's the antechamber. Gotta find some keys. Shovel, key card. Is this door locked too? Man. Alright, back down to level 1, I suppose. Back down to the entrance, and we're building out from there again. Those doors are usually left unlocked. Puppy. Pet the doggy. All right. Tom Kenny, who voiced Spyro in 2 and 3, is coming back. Nice. I'm glad they're putting effort into it. You know, sometimes they really half-ass these kinds of games, but it makes me happy to learn that they're putting effort into it. That's the dead-end classroom. We're not going that way. And that's the passageway, but we can pass through here first. And, actually, yeah, the passageway is fine. You're going to say goodnight? Well, thank you for joining us, the Warty Comb Jelly. Happy 4th of July to you. We appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. The lab, the gift shop. Ooh. Go ahead with the gift shop, I suppose. This is... yeah, I guess. Not that there's anything I can buy right now. 110 for a plushie. That's nothing I have. Parlor? Parlor will give me some gems, at least. It's better than nothing. I am low on gems, and I'm out of keys. So give me some gems. A plate of barbecue? Thank you, werewolf fam! I'm not much for barbecue, if I'm being honest. If I'm going to have a cookout, it's usually hamburgers or hot dogs and sausages. But barbecue? Not usually the kind of thing my family makes up. My family cooks up. Pulled pork, actually, I have learned to like it, so I probably would enjoy barbecue. I was always picky as a kid, but I think if someone offered me barbecue, I'd enjoy it. The gems are in a true box. The blue box is true. The black box is true. Well, these can't all be correct. If the blue box is true, then the black box is true. And if the black box... Okay, so these both are true, and this one is false. The gems must not be in a true box, so it's got to be in this one. Or alternatively, it is the true one. I don't know. All right, classroom. There's a classroom. Turn to the left. Turn to the left. Yes, perfect. Grade 7. Algebra homework. I think I actually have made the grade 7 before. Yeah, I've made grade 7 before, but I haven't made grade 8 or 9. We can make it happen today. We could be making it happen. Redraw. I need to get the classroom. Give me the classroom. We're not doing this, so just give me the classroom. Just give me the classroom. Deep in my soul, we need the classroom. I'll accept nothing else. I'm running out of rerolls. Do I take the cloister? I do have a shovel. I can't really afford to spend 3 gems, though. It's tempting. I need to have another classroom. Why are you hiding the classroom from me? What do you accomplish from doing this? Do I take a locker room? I got 3 more redraws. Give me a freaking classroom. I've been trying to build the classroom for so long, and it's getting on my nerves. Drawing room. That's not what I want. Classroom. Rotunda or conference room. I'm going to keep on redrawing until you give me the classroom. I guess I'll take the armory. I'll settle for the armory because I know it has the Morning Star. And I know it has the torch, which are both very useful. I can now check out what's in that corridor. Give me the night shield. The fireworks are finally done, so you're going to go head to bed. Well, have a good night, pagans, son. Thank you for joining us. Take care. Alien Isolation 2. You know that we played the original years ago, and Zach loves it, so... Yeah, Zach said he was very excited about the new one coming out, so I hope he enjoys that, and maybe we'll play it together. I'm sure we will. Oh, there's the classroom. Finally, you show up. Grade 8. Nice. Erojan affix pairings. Prefix AJ, suffix JA. Small, large, toward, away. Nev, ven, el, le. I, me, or a lack of myself. So that's the opposite of me, a lack of myself. When paired with a verb, can mean I will or I won't, similar to ul, lu. Weird. Erajan, huh? So first and last. Fireworks aren't going to start for about a half hour since you're on the West Coast. Yeah, I suppose so. Eventually it'll quiet down for you, though. Hopefully. Hello, can you teach me a new... I gotta translate, huh? I will swim at dawn. So 4 out of 6. If one of these kids had like a 5 out of 6 isn't bad. The branches of the tree are old. Ven Trevien. The trunk of the tree is very small. Manatrev tray. Alright, well, this seems like the kind of thing I could write down a whole bunch of notes for and decipher, or I could just look it up on the wiki. So, again, I'll just pretend that I solved this one and save myself some time. Treven Ven. Treven Ven. Acceptable. Manatrev. Eloswim Nevdao. Eloswim Nevdao. Ajlor Ultek Nevlor. Alright, well, we built this one. Classroom puzzle. Foreign language class. Ulgo Nevdao Aeljor. Learn Erogen. You don't have fireworks because you're on a different continent? You'll have fireworks. Maybe not today, though. Or also, maybe your country bans fireworks. You won't have fireworks. It might be the case. All right, we're so close. We got 8 out of 9 built here. We need a 9th classroom. Can we get a 9th classroom? Please, oh please. I got the gems for it. I'm good for it. I got the gems for it. Come on now. Give it to me. Or are you just not going to build a classroom out of this? Can I not build a classroom attached to another classroom? I might not be able to do that. Thought I could, though. Well, I guess I'll build a... I'll cycle through a few more. If I could get a class... There we go. There's the final classroom. Final exam. Please take a seat. Yep, here we go. They're going to quiz me. It's quiet. Very quiet. The exam has begun. You will now have 30 minutes to complete the next 18 pages of questions related to curriculum covered on the previous... Yeah. I didn't actually write down all the answers, so I'm just gonna, you know, look them up online. Blueprints, final exam answers. I don't feel too bad about cheating on this one. Sometimes the game is just way too much. These are the questions. These are the solutions. There we go. All right. Sam left his house. What color were the flags? Yeah, apparently it's red. And this is Oris. Orange. Yeah, that one I could have guessed. Which of the following would be the least patriotic room pairings? I haven't been in a classroom in decades. This is over a decade. So this is kind of ridiculous. Least patriotic room pairing, Greenhouse and Korerica. See, I didn't actually study fictional geography, so I don't know the answers. What color is the fruit that gives you +3 steps? Banana. Solve the following problem. 5 times 5 minus 2. It's 23. Wait, no. It's 0. Oh, it's 5 minus 5 times 2. It's 0 times 2. It's 0, yeah. And this one is 24. Then we got 11. We got 4. 1, 1. Yeah. Carbon Nelly. Silver Radon 2. Oh, I got that one wrong. Hold on. I misclicked. No! I won't be perfect. Will I get penalized? This game would be brutal if I can't get... If I got one question right. It's pass or fail. The entire damn thing. Wait, can I, like, use my mouse? It's 2. Nope. Once I got a bad answer, it's stuck there, huh? Alright, very well. Let's see. 18. Morning Bay 2 in Kororica. Alright. We got ACB. 24 is BDC. And then 27 is B. What the heck? Can you find the difference? What the heck is that? How are you supposed to solve that one? That was ridiculous. All right, 28, BDC. Sorry, I didn't study your fictional history. I didn't actually write down any of the stuff. ADC. Kind of figure you were going to ask me these questions, but didn't bother. DDBB. And then 38 is ADC. AD. 40 is C. BBB. B. DCD. All right. End of the exam. Good. Don't have to bother with this anymore. All right. Now that I've done it, what does that do? Am I just cheating to get the achievement? I looked up the answers in the wiki because I didn't write down all the different fictional histories. I enjoy this game a lot, but what it makes you do sometimes is absolutely absurd. 8 years certainly flew by. I kind of thought getting to the 9th and final classroom would get like a new puzzle unlocked, but it just gave me a quiz, and I took the quiz, and then like nothing happened. Possibly because I got one of the questions wrong. It's quiet, very quiet. You didn't like the painting puzzle crap either. There's a lot of really good puzzles in this game, and then there are a lot of cumbersome puzzles in this game. The one in the gallery, not every room. Oh yeah, the painting. Oh yeah, the one where you have to spell out. Yeah, I looked at the solution for that one. There are so many puzzles in this game that are so satisfying to solve yourself. And like the billiard room puzzle, I think it was the dartboard puzzle. It starts off interesting enough, and you feel good about solving it. But after you've solved about 30 of them, it really ramps up the difficulty, and it's like asking you, what's 1 minus 3 times 12 routed to the nearest 1, square root of squared negative integers, and it's like I don't care. Congratulations! I wanted to do math, and you've killed my love of doing math. This game takes it too far sometimes. All right, I guess coming to the 9th classroom and taking the exam doesn't actually do anything. Either that, or because I got one of the questions wrong, like nothing happened. I don't know. Nothing happened, so I guess I'm just done here. Very anticlimactic. I'm glad I cheated. It was a waste of my time. All right, well, at least I can figure out what's underneath the, I got the torch, so I can light those candles in the catacombs now. That's something I could do still. I might get a thing next run. It's possible. It's possible. I built the rumpus room. The music has completely died off, though. It's quiet. Maybe this is how you unlock the guy that chases you through your entire house. All right. Well, since the game has decided that it's quiet time, we're all gonna take a little nappy nap. You think I have to show up again to see the results? Is that what I'm gonna do? I have to. It took me 130 days to build the 9 classrooms. I got to do it a second time. I mean, I might actually. I might. It might just like post the results on the board up there and let me know I got one of the questions wrong. I might have to draft it a second time. You might be right there. Billiards is your favorite puzzle type? Billiards started off fun. I enjoyed billiards for about 30 days. And then it got really dumb. Same thing with the puzzle boxes. The 3 puzzle boxes, the logic puzzles. That was fun. was fun for a long time, and then on day 40, it was asking, like, really ridiculous stuff, and I stopped caring. Alright. Is this anything, or is it yet another door I have to unlock? Oh, it's a thing! It's, okay. I gotta put microchips inside this pedestal. I know where the microchips are, though. I think, if I can remember where I put them. They might still be in the same location I left them. I think that might be the last one, though. That might be the last door. Let's see, where did I leave them? It's in the door to the left, I think. I gotta go back to the main road. Something is gonna happen today. If that classroom thing didn't result in anything useful, then so be it. But I'm gonna figure out what's behind this last locked door. The logic puzzle boxes started giving you an aneurysm, so you just decided to avoid it. Yeah, you don't get why someone would take the red variant of it. Yeah. And for the billiard puzzle, like, the billiard puzzle was good for a while, and then it got really annoying. And then it gave me the option of customizing it to give it the, to solve all the puzzles basically instantly. And I was like, that one, do that one. No more puzzles ever again. Like, I thought my reward for completing the puzzle 40 times would be I wouldn't have to do the puzzles anymore. But they just keep on coming, and they just get worse and worse and worse. Microchip 1. Microchip 2. And microchip 3. What was down here? I forgot. Well, door's locked. Alright, I'm fine. Hello, Mecha Deathclaw. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, this game has a lot of fun things to find and discover for yourself. But it takes it too far, man. It just takes it too far. Which, I mean, this is one of those games where if it's the only game you can play, you can still be discovering things in it, like, 2 years later, because of how well hidden everything is, but also, like who's gonna spend 2 years playing this game? No one's got time for that. We got things to do. You're not bad trying to stay cool. That's kind of an uphill battle, isn't it? Kind of a tough one. How many of those underground doors have I opened and solved? Well, let's see. Let's retrace our steps here. First things first. I discovered that this was here. I discovered this cave was here. There were a whole bunch of boxes here, so I had to spend a couple of days removing the boxes. Now it's passable, which is good. And then this door was locked, but I had a key. And then this door was locked and required a special key, so I had to come back and, do that. And I unlocked this. This was locked with a security card, but I had a security card. I unlocked something somewhere else. I don't know what that did. This door was barricaded off, but I found a power I used my upgraded power hammer to knock down this wall. This one was powered at the boiler room, so I got that going. Thank you, Z-Stamp. Thank you for the 28-month sub. Much appreciated. This door wouldn't open until I lit these 2 candles, which I was able to do with my torch. And now this door is locked by microchips, which I luckily already found all 3 of them, solving a previous puzzle. And now, here we are. What did I just unlock? After all this, is the thank you for playing. This door won't open. I found another door. It's locked by a blue holly leaf. I don't know what that does. I've never seen this door before. I don't know how to open it. My reward was another door. Can I remove the microchips at least? Nope. Gotta leave them in here. Alright. Hello, firearms instructor. Happy Independence Day. And yes, thanks again, Z-Stamp. Thank you for the 28 months of being subbed. Thank you for the 2 years and then some. Much appreciated. Hello to you. Well. Holy Resident Evil Vault Puzzle Chambers. Yeah. Alright, how would I open the blue holly door? I've never seen this door before. I've never seen this type of door before, so I don't know, actually. Well. Sendo Rage!
No underscore rage is raiding us.
More like Sendo Raid Party. Welcome. Hope you're having a good evening. Saw you earlier, so I hope you're taking good care of yourself. Having a relax. You were playing Harvest Moon 64, eh? Nice. Let me just write this down on my list of things to do. Figure out what's in the blue holly door. Let's see. 9 schoolrooms. I guess I gotta leave that one open because I solved it, but I didn't solve it. Garden wall. Haven't busted that down yet. Chamber of mirrors. Haven't done that. Bookshop. Secret library passage. Blue holly door. I've got another mystery to solve now. You solve one mystery and another mystery just pops right back up. The antechamber, perhaps? Maybe if I unlock the door to the antechamber, it'll show up, but there's no guarantee of that, you know? If I unlock all 46, it's not happening in a day, though, I'll tell you that much. I've already locked off some of the rooms. But, well, there we go. I solved like 4 or 5 puzzles today, and my reward was more puzzles. Every single time. It was just, you're not done yet. There's still more steps. Ugh. You think at this point I'm only 2/3 of the game? Man, I should have just stopped. Once I reached room 46, I should have just called it, you know? There's so much to do, so many extra mysteries to solve in this game, and it just keeps on going, eats up all my time. Whew. Zircon, your message you used a slur and your message was caught by smart detection. Let me let that go through. You can say clanker here. You were surprised to see me live? Yeah, I was gonna do a stream with Anne earlier, but we weren't feeling it, so now I'm just doing a late night stream instead. I guess I'm kind of done for the day here. I could go to the foundation, maybe. Actually, no, I mean, the pool was accessible, I suppose. I can do something in the dining room, but there's not a lot I can do today. I was kind of hoping I could, you know, knock down that wall with the 3 microchips, but that was not much I can do there. You've been playing more Darktide lately because of the new class. All heretics will fear the Clanker. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I've never played a Darktide game myself, but I'm aware of its existence. I've seen some of the promotional materials. Isn't that the game with like the big boob lady with the bat wings? I think I've seen the promotional material for that. Yeah. Garage door's broken. That's Diablo, is it? That feels like Darktide. Or, no, I'm thinking of Darksiders, aren't I? No, that's Warhammer? Fuck you, it's not. It's something. I mean, wouldn't surprise me if there was a character like that in Warhammer. It is Darktide. Y'all just messing with me. Wait, where does that doggy door go? Where do those doggy doors go? How do I get back there? Unleash the dogs. Won't let me. Huh. Okay. Well. Tell you what, I might give this game a rest because I'm feeling a little burned out. I'm doing all these puzzles. Went through all this nonsense, and it's like my reward is just more puzzles. And it's like, all right, I get it. I'll come back a different day. It's a bit much. I can use the hammer to smash these open, though. That's kind of fun. More gems. I was low on gems. Yay. Yeah. The puzzles keep coming and they don't stop coming. Oh, this door's locked. That's right. All right. And I'm just going to end the day. Call it. Woo. All right. Well. 9 classrooms. I finally got all 9 classrooms built. Welcome to Mount Holly, the school/shopping center of the future. We have merged education and commercialism. We are teaching your kids to be consumers at a young age. Ugh. All right. I'm going to give this game a rest, I think. I'm going to grab something to drink, too. I'm not feeling like it's time to wrap up the stream just yet. We can go for a bit longer, but maybe it's more of like a chill kind of hangout kind of thing. We could talk about games we've been playing lately, or games we're looking forward to in the future. Instead of drinking a soda, I'll drink this discount Powerade I got from the store for 40% off. They're getting rid of it. I guess they're not going to sell this white grape flavor anymore. So I got it for cheap. Delicious. And only 80 calories times 2.5, so like 200 calories. That's a lot of calories, actually. Well, all right then. Stop playing Overwatch? Yes. As you can see, I have marked Overwatch as a game that I need to not play anymore, but yet it is currently installed. So, you know. Easier to say stop playing it than it is to do it. To you know, I enjoy it still. I still enjoy playing it from time to time. It's fun. It's kind of mindless. You know, it's kind of quiet too. So let me just turn on the rave. Wait, no, it's that'll do. I don't know why my screens are kind of tight like that. There we go. How's that? There we go. Ah. Yeah, I've been playing Blueprints for like 60 hours. I probably should have stopped around hour 30 once I got to the final antechamber in room 46, because there's so much extra stuff in this game to unlock, and some of it gets really convoluted, and it's very time-consuming. I'm playing it less and less. I think I am finally starting to get bored with it, because some of the puzzles are just so damn tedious. You love the mission in Sly Cooper? Oh, it must be playing the Dimitri music right now. Yeah, that's some good stuff. Yeah, I can't actually hear the music that's playing right now, but it's probably the Dimitri music. If I remember correctly, I made that one of the options. Yeah, Ann and I are both really big fans of the Sly Cooper franchise. It's a shame that they don't do anything more with it. The original trilogy was fine. Then they had the fourth spin-off, the fourth game that was, you know, it had problems, but I would have liked to see it do more. I would have liked to see more Sly Cooper games. It's a great franchise. The perfect melding of platforming and stealth. It was so good. One of my favorite games of all time. One of my favorite trilogies, I suppose. I should get the game Arena. Well, like Elder Scrolls. Magic the Gathering Arena. Or Arena Breakout Infinite. Because there's a couple games. Alina of the Arena. I already got Alina of the Arena, so I guess I don't need to get that one. Or Arena Net, which is probably a gaming company. Dimitri is voiced by the same guy who voices Sergeant Johnson in the Halo game. That's kind of funny. What a fun coincidence that is. You sort of assume that there's a special area under the kennel that's basically a large space in the hangout. Yeah, probably. Probably no way for you to actually get in there. It kind of teases you a little bit, but yeah, it's probably not something I could access. You love Blueprints, but you wish there was like a setting that randomized puzzles between like 4 variants, so you can sort of discuss progress with other people without losing out on too much. Yeah, I don't like the idea of having to consult the wiki and looking up the puzzle solutions to play a puzzle game. Kind of defeats the purpose of playing a puzzle game where you're not actually solving the puzzles, but like it's just so much. It just gets too convoluted. Oh, you're talking about the Elder Scrolls game? Elder Scrolls. It wouldn't surprise me if it's free, since it's, you know, the first. Yeah, it's free to play. Yeah. Daggerfall is also free to play, huh? Elder Scrolls Adventures Redguard. Never even heard of that one. Battlespire. There's more Elder Scrolls games than I thought. I'm surprised Elder Scrolls Online has a $5 entry fee charge. I just kind of assumed it's got one of those always online, like, free-to-play games that charges you for cosmetics. But it may have, yeah, it came out in 2014 before that trend took off online, I suppose. Yeah, we got Oblivion, Skyrim, Morrowind. One of these days I'll play Morrowind. Or maybe I'll just wait for Oblivion. Yeah, Probably not going to play Elder Scrolls Arena just because it doesn't exactly look like, you know, it was probably good for its time, and it probably has some significance in the Elder Scrolls lore, but I can't even be bothered to go back and play Daggerfall. I'm not going all the way back to Arena either. No, I'm good, thank you. I'm good. You recommend checking out the Monkey Island and Sam & Max games. I played the Sam & Max Telltale game. Monkey Island franchise. We got Return to Monkey Island, Escape from Monkey Island, Curse of Monkey Island. Yeah, these are all pretty cheap. This one is the more new one, isn't it? Return to Monkey Island. Yeah, that one came out like 20 years later. Yeah, I remember when this game came out. Was that Devolver Digital? I guess it was. It does have a similar style to some of their other games. I haven't played any of the Monkey Island games before in the past, but I do hear I hear a lot of positive things being said about them. And there's only 5 of them. And they're pretty cheap. Tempting. But like I said, I do have a Switch 2 on the way, along with a couple of games, Mario games. And I still have my Switch 1 with like a dozen games I haven't played for it. And also my Steam library, which is massive. It is absolutely massive. Just a bunch of unplayed games on my to-play list. Anachronox, I have no idea what this one is. Borderlands 3, if I ever get someone to play with. Maybe Dead by Daylight. Deltarune. I've got Deltarune in my inventory. I just never touched it yet because, it's not done yet. Deus Ex, Dusk Fade, Demo, Echoes of the End. I think I did play this one. Yeah, I played this one for 2 hours. It was all right. It was kind of like a God of War style game. The Forgotten City, Grand Theft Auto 4. I've never played Grand Theft Auto 4, but I am curious. I heard good things about it, so thought maybe I'd play that eventually. High on Life 2, I actually do want to play that soon. I enjoyed the first game. Forgotten City is goated. Yeah, I've heard a lot of... I mean, it's a Skyrim mod that was so good it was spun off into its own game. You know it's good then. Just Cause 2. I think King of the Castle could be a fun game for Ann and I to stream. And apparently it's got Twitch interactivity. They got the first Kingdom Come Deliverance game. I have no idea how good that is. Left 4 Dead, never played. Metal Gear Solid 5, never played. These are all just a whole bunch of games on my I want to play these list. There's Outer Worlds 2. I mentioned that earlier. The Quarry. I like choices having an effect. Resident Evil Requiem. I could probably add that to completed because, I played that already. So there we go. Red Dead Redemption. I have not played the second Red Dead Redemption game. Again, heard a lot of good things about it. I have it in my library. Got to play it sometime, Played a bit of Scarlet Hollow. KOTOR. Heard a lot of good things about that. Yahtzee Kroshaw's Starstruck Vagabond. Got to check that out too. I have played a bit of Subnautica. I'm going to give that a rest until it's out of early access, I think. There's Titanfall 2. I've been playing some Vampire Crawlers this week. That's I decided to give it a peek and then I couldn't put it down for 16 hours. It's a fun game. So maybe we'll stream that sometime soon. Viewfinder. A puzzle game that might be a bit easier on the mind than Blueprints, which was kind of overkill sometimes. I don't know if I'll ever play A Way Out, but we were here together. Some cooperative games, and then the Yakuza games. Yeah, just some great games. I've also got a bunch of mods I want to play. There's some games I like to return to over and over again, like the Mass Effect Legendary Edition we were talking about earlier. We were doing some Hitman earlier with Zach. Always get to go back and play Chrono Trigger for the umpteenth time. And I got like mod. I got the ROMs for the Nintendo DS and N64. And they got ROM hacks for the Jak and Daxter games. Just so much. There's so many great things. It's a fine problem to have. There's so much entertainment. Oh no, my steak is too juicy and my lobster too buttery. You've gone deep in the rabbit hole of Skyrim mods. The current mod list is 600 gigabytes. My goodness, yes. You're suggesting Return of the Obra Dinn. Yeah, I've played that one. Yeah, I played it for 2.5, almost 3 hours. I thought it was interesting, but I didn't really get into it all that much. And then my friend Kirk came over, and we played it together for a bit. I think there was a video of it on the channel where he and I were playing Return of the Obra Dinn together. But it wasn't ever anything that I beat. I respected it, but it just because it didn't really captivate me, so I didn't play it for an extended period of time. Hello, Dulkin. Am I winning? I'm doing all right. I'm relaxing, talking, having a good time, chatting about video games. Raven. Let me just change up the track a little bit so it's not the same song over and over. If my steak is too juicy, it's probably still mooing. I mean, my steak is always well done. Or at least medium. I know a lot of people like to have juicy, raw steaks. It's not for me. You found it fun, but it sadly has no replay value. That's how it is for most puzzle games. There's not a whole lot of puzzle games that you can play again once you've beaten it, because you solve the puzzle. That's just how it is. I've tried to squeeze as much replayability out of Outer Wilds as I possibly can. It says I've been playing it for 172 hours. It's such an amazing video game, but it is a puzzle, and once you solved it, it's kind of hard to solve it again. You can play mods, and you can wait a couple of years for your mind to forget about it, and hopefully you can solve the puzzle all over again, and you can play it with other people, like I played it with Zach, and I played it with Anne for a bit to show her it around, and we played it together. But yeah, it's a puzzle game. Once you've solved the puzzles are solved. You've watched the YouTube channel for years? Well, welcome to the first stream, Dalikin. I'm glad you've enjoyed what we've been putting on the channel for years. Yeah, Zach and I stream. This is a stream that's usually me and my wife streaming on this channel, but sometimes it's just me like it is right now. And Zach's got his own Twitch channel if you want to sub to that one as well. Thank you for joining us. A cool indie game you found a couple of years ago called Rot Flesh. Retro biopunk shooter. Neat. Cool. You just watched the campfire stories before eventually finding it? You talked about the channel, or you talking about Outer Wilds? You watched the campfire stories before eventually finding this. You try to get into Baldur's Gate 1. Yeah, I guess there would have to be a Baldur's Gate 1, right? If for Baldur's Gate 3 to be the third one, that would imply that there's at least 2 games that came before it, right? But you don't really hear much about those compared to the third one. I must have misspelled it. Gate? Baldur. I see. That's why. Baldur. So Baldur's Gate 3, $45. It's a respectable game. Baldur's... Show me all of them. Okay, so we got Baldur's Gate... Dark Alliance, whatever that is. We got Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition for $7. And the original Baldur's Gate for $7 as well. I don't hear many people talking about it. It's always Baldur's Gate 3, but these games are 10 years old. I don't know how good they are. I honestly don't. I'm also not sure I'm a big fan of the isometric top-down kind of thing. In general, it's just never really been my thing. I've tried so many games that try and use this view perspective, and it never works with me. It always takes me out of it. Played so many games that do this kind of thing, and I just can't get into them. And there are so many games out there that are like, we're kind of like classic Fallout. And it's like, all right, that sounds good. But then you do these isometric style. It's like, oh, that kind of classic Fallout. Like, I just can't get into them. I played so many games that are like that. I've tried so many games that are like that. Those games are actually over 20 years old. They were released in the 90s. I see. They were only released on Steam like 15 years ago, but they're even older than that. They were the first 2 big games that BioWare made. Oh, really? I wasn't aware they were BioWare games. Did I ever play The Witness? Does not sound... It's not ringing a bell. Not familiar with that. The Witness. You wake up alone on a strange island full of puzzles that will challenge and surprise you. Have I played this? If I haven't played it, it's very similar to a different game I played that was similar to it, I think. For Apparently, buy this bundle. Wait, Braid? I've played Braid before. Wow, it's bundled together. You get Braid and The Witness for like $10, huh? Is it okay? So it's similar to Blueprints and similar to Outer Wilds. Yeah, I guess. There was a similar game that tried to do something to. Okay, I don't think I remember this. This might be something I haven't seen before. I might have to keep an eye on that. There was a similar game to it, another puzzle style game. Can I actually sort my game list by puzzles? Store tag puzzle. There you go. Oh wow, that's a lot of puzzles. Backrooms isn't a puzzle game. I mean, technically, I guess, kind of. What game am I thinking of that was kind of like this? They play like Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. Yeah, it's just, for whatever reason, it's the top-down point of view that just doesn't work with me. I played so many games that try and do that. I've bounced off most of them. What game am I being reminded of here? It was something I played like a year ago. It was good for like 2 hours and I just stopped. Oh, was it the Talos Principle? I did play the Talos Principle for 40 minutes. Maybe it's kind of similar to that. Tunic, 12 minutes, unpacking viewfinder. I can't remember exactly what it was. Maybe I played it and I hated it and I returned it and I don't have it in my library anymore. But there was a puzzle game that was kind of like that. And I kind of bounced off it. I think I either can't remember what it was called or I returned it. It was a puzzle game though. It doesn't matter too much. You can't wait for the Long Dark 2 to drop. You'll be waiting a long time, I think. I'm still waiting for the Long Dark's final map to enter into survival mode, you know? Currently installed, eh? Alright, well. Yeah, they released Chapter 5, and they finally got that all done. But, you know, whatever the name of that settlement is, Paradise Falls or whatever, they haven't added the map into survival mode. And I don't know if that's high priority for them. It'd be nice if they did, but I don't know. They're always very slow. The Long Dark was in early access for like a decade. They've been shipping away at it, but it takes time to make this game, apparently. Small team working very, very slowly by, I guess, modern standards. Is there a new map you haven't kept up with Wintermute at all? There is. I put out a video on the Long Dark a while back. Let's see here. But yeah, they came out with a story mode. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I played the Long Dark's story mode. Here we go. I'll just copy the link and paste it there. So I did an analysis of the story mode, the Wintermute. They came out with Chapter 5. You tried Wintermute. You liked episode 1 and 2, but the linearness of it just didn't appeal to you. Yeah, kind of similar to what I say in the video is that I liked episode 1 and 2, but there was a lot of problems with it. And by the end of it, I was just ready for it to be done. It had issues. You gonna dip? All right, well, thank you for joining us, Master Fear. Have a great night. You were indifferent on them. I thought they were okay. I enjoyed them for what they were, but then it got pretty bad. But yeah, episode 5 takes place on a new map. Paradise Falls, I think it may have been called. And I don't know if they're going to add that to survival mode. You would think they would, but, you know, I guess it just takes time. And most of the houses are probably just going to be burned to the ground anyway. Because that's what happens in the story mode is the entire village is burned to the ground. So by the time you actually... When they add it to survival mode, it's probably going to be a lot of burned out houses and husks. Probably not going to be a lot of resources there. It's going to be kind of a desolate place where you're scrounging for resources, I suppose. Check out Dave the Diver. The gameplay variation is insane, and there's a ton of DLC. I did hear about the crossovers, and I have played Dredge. Yeah, Dave the Diver. Oh, it's on sale. Of course it is. It's on Steam, so it's on sale. I haven't played... Yeah, I haven't really looked into this much. I heard about it. I heard about there being like a little bit of a commotion because it got indie awards, even though it's made by apparently published by like a big publisher or something like that. Not quite indie after all, but yeah, I've generally heard positive things about it. I'll keep an eye on it, sure. It does seem like a lot of fun based on this trailer, I know. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. The advertising on this looks good. The art style is very respectable. Yeah. Have you been playing it? Dave the Diver has FOMO DLC. It's going to remove DLC. Oh, I hate that. It's going to vault its DLC. That doesn't sound fun. Dredge content, huh? Okay. I did enjoy Dredge quite a lot. It was a good game. Had a little bit of issues, but overall a good experience. How long did I play Dredge for anyway? 30 hours? Yeah, I certainly got my money's worth out of it. I enjoyed Dredge. A fun little game. Fun little game. The Yakuza DLC and Godzilla are both getting removed. Yikes. Yeah, not really into FOMO DLC. That sounds like a concept I don't really want to get wrapped up in. But I'm glad it exists. I'm glad people are enjoying that game. You looped back into playing survival again, didn't want to mess up your 500-day Voyager run, so you started a new one. Spawned in Desolation Point, and then you're like at 50 days. Desolation Point is a great map in that game. I once challenged myself to live in Desolation Point for over 100 days. Because it's such a small region of the game. And you'd think you'd eventually start running out of resources. But no, I was stocked up pretty well. And I learned a lot of things about that region. Like there was a secret cave. I learned about some loot spawns. I learned about how there were some secret passages in the whaling refinery. I learned of moose spawns on that map, which was kind of crazy to me because I wasn't expecting that. The Long Dark is a great game. You can get a lot of hours out of it. How many hours do I have in the Long Dark? It's got to be at least... I played this so like... almost 1,000 hours in the Long Dark, yeah. Because I would just play this game mindlessly while listening to a podcast or listening to YouTube videos. I would just kind of like... It would be a second screen kind of game for me, just easily relaxing with it. It's a very cozy style game. Doesn't take too much mental power if you're just taking a good time, if you're just having a good time with it. And of course, I streamed it. I've streamed it a lot. I played with Zach. Put a lot of hours into it. What do I think of episode 5 of The Long Dark? Yeah, I posted that video in the Twitch chat. Let me post that in the YouTube chat as well. So I did make a video that described my thoughts on the entire Wintermute campaign. But the short answer is that didn't much care for it. I thought episodes 1 and 2 of the campaign were pretty good. And then episodes 3 and 4 is where it started to get pretty bad. I really didn't like episode 3. And episode 5, honestly, but... Whoa, boy. Welcome.
H1M3 Ra is raiding us.
Welcome, Chimera. Welcome. The last game you played was music. Excellent. I like the game music. It's fun to make music. Welcome, welcome. We're just relaxing and talking this evening. We were playing a bit of the Blueprints earlier. That puzzle roguelike mansion building, mind-bending puzzle game. For which I've been playing 60 hours and I still haven't uncovered most of the secrets, it feels like. I just keep on digging. I just kept on opening doors and finding more doors. The doors never stopped. It was doorception. Ridiculous. But now we're just relaxing and talking about video games and checking out games and stuff like that. Blueprints is a roguelike? Yeah. Blueprints is a roguelike. It's a Groundhog Day kind of thing where every day you start over from the beginning, your entire mansion gets torn down, you got to rebuild it again from scratch. And it's all randomly, you get random options to choose from. So, yeah, it's technically a roguelite. It would be technically, going by the standard definitions of what a roguelike and what a roguelite are. Because you can't get some permanent bonuses. But yeah, it's got very strong roguelike elements. Mostly playing games like New Vegas and Left 4 Dead 2. Good options, good options. I've never played Left 4 Dead 2, but I've heard a lot of good things. And yeah, I've played a little bit of New Vegas here and there. You know, just I'm a bit of a casual fan. Poke. Well, my wife's asleep and my cat's in the cat tree far away, so I'll just poke myself, I guess. I poke myself. Thank you for the raid. Hope you're having a good time this evening. Happy 4th of July to you if you celebrate. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Mike Burnfire. I play video games with my friend Zach. We play a lot of Fallout. We played a lot of New Vegas, played a lot of Fallout 4. We played a decent amount of Skyrim. And we both spend some time streaming. He streams sometimes, I stream sometimes. I'm streaming right now. You've been playing a lot of Windrose recently, huh? Can't say I'm familiar with that one. Is that on Steam, or is I've never even heard of that one. Gotta spell it correctly. Windrose, pirate game? PvE survival adventure. Early access survival game, huh? Okay. Kind of reminiscent of the, it's like a pirate-themed... Oh, gosh. I mean, it's the genre. It's the PvE survival game. Like, you've seen a lot of these. They're everywhere. But this one seems pirate-themed. What was the one that started with V? There was like one of those games that started with Valheim. That's what I'm thinking of. I played Valheim with my brother for a good 20 hours. It was a lot of fun. It's Assassin's Creed Black Flag mixed with Ark. Well, that's probably a good way to describe it. This kind of open world PvE survival game, crafting. But it definitely did seem pirate themed, alright. You've been playing stuff on your Switch, mostly Splatoon 3. I have not played any Splatoon games. But Splatoon is one of those competitive shooter games, right? I mean, I basically played Overwatch, which is a similar kind of vibe. It doesn't have endearing, genderless aliens who roast marshmallows and play musical instruments. Oh, Outer Wilds is such a gem. Such a one of my favorite games of all times. I wish I could... I wish there were 10 more games like Outer Wilds. I wish there were 30 more games like Outer Wilds. It really is just one of a kind. Used to play Ark, now you're playing Conan Exiles. Yeah, same thing with Valheim. The same kind of genre of game. You like first-person shooter games a lot, but you'll stray into other stuff like Retro Rewind. Yeah. I never was really into first-person shooter games. How many do I have in my library right now? First... Wait, I have to do like the search function, don't I? Search for first person. Alright, it's listing 152 games. I mean, I guess technically Alien Isolation is. What if I did first person shooter? No, it has no idea then. I mean, I played Half-Life, and I was pretty good at those. It's okay. Like, some of these games are absolutely not... I wouldn't consider Clover Pit to be a first-person shooter. Come on now. You're being silly. You're being ridiculous. Kamira has been playing through Skyrim recently, and it made me think of our videos with Anne. There's some of your favorites? Oh, I'm glad you enjoy them. I really am glad I really am happy to hear when people say that they enjoy the videos that I do with Anne on Skyrim, because she enjoys Skyrim and Elder Scrolls so much, and it's been an absolute delight to see the world through her eyes and go on adventures with her. And we both really appreciate when people say kind words about that series, because sometimes it's hard to find the motivation to keep it going, because it can be a lot of work, you know. It takes a lot of work to edit those videos, but when people say kind things, it definitely makes us feel better about it. Halo is your first-person shooter of choice. I do have do have, was it the Halo? God, so many tools for it. I had the Master Chief Collection, which I played for about an hour. Yeah, but I'm really just not a first-person shooter kind of guy. I didn't really grow up with them. Back in the day, when the first time I played Fallout, I had to play in third-person mode because I had such a difficulty with first-person shooting. For whatever reason, I just couldn't get my head around it. You hope the remake of Halo is good. Are they coming out with a remake of Halo? Because like I said, we just had the Master Chief Collection, which seemed competent enough. But hey, they're remaking everything these days, right? So why wouldn't they, right? Halo Campaign Evolved launches July 28. Oh, flashbang. Sorry about that. Halo Campaign Evolved. This must be it then, huh? Halo Campaign Evolved. Huh. I can't say I'm familiar with this game coming out. Then today's new missions trailer gives their first look at Operation Meteorite, a new 3-person story arc featuring the Master Chief and Sergeant Johnson. Oh, okay. You usually hate remakes unless they actually get it right, which is usually the exception, not the rule. Yeah. I mean, the Mass Effect trilogy was remade very well. That's an example of one I would point to as one that was really, really well done. They polished up the first game and made it less rough around the edges, kind of made it better assimilating with the rest of the games. It was a really, really well done remake of the first game and the entire trilogy, to be honest. But then I looked at things like I was talking about this with Zach, the Ratchet and Clank remake. The Ratchet and Clank game from 2016, was it? Is that it? That's the film. Yeah, the Ratchet and Clank 2016 video game. So they remade the Ratchet and Clank game that came out. That was it 2005? The first one that was on PlayStation 2, and they remade it for PlayStation 4. But they changed so much, and it kind of lost a lot of what made the first game memorable. It lost a lot of its personality. Like, the first game was really good, and it's, you know, it was the first game, but it still holds up very well. All you really needed to do to touch that game up was allow strafing, because that was a basic feature that wasn't really included until the second game. But if you could just go back and, you know, add strafing into the first game, boom. You've got like the perfect remake. But no, they redid the entire thing, new music, new visuals, new personality for the characters, and it just kind of ruined the whole thing. I haven't actually played it, but I've seen bits and pieces, and like it just feels like it's lost a bit of its soul whenever you see like the Mickey Mouse style character. Like the main character used to be pretty abrasive in the first game, and over the course of the game, he learns to, you know, soften up his edges and warm up to his robot companion. And then in like the movie, which is what this remake is based off of, they're just immediately buddy, and there's no growth, there's no like character journey. It's just bland. So that's an example of what I would point to as being done poorly. That and the Sly Cooper port of the port of Sly Cooper from PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3. That was kind of like a high definition remastering, but like they broke some things that were kind of key, like the rhythm elements kind of ruined something. Ratchet got Flanderized. He really did. And like, I don't mind him being like, you know, a warmer character now. I understand like character growth is a thing that happens. Once he starts interacting with other people instead of being a hermit, maybe he develops people skills. But like, he shouldn't immediately have them because he didn't have them. Like, you changed too much. You changed too much. Zircon, you say that Zach and I should play Uncharted. All the guns are real-life guns, but due to copyright, most of them are renamed. You know, I remember on PlayStation 3, I played Uncharted 1, Uncharted 2, and if I remember correctly, Uncharted 2 had a multiplayer mode, and I played a lot of that. Actually, let's see. What was it called? Alright. Just pulling up a website. Hold on. It's taking a while. Verify I'm a human. I am human. Yes, thank you. I am human. Alright, here's my PlayStation 3 profile from back when I was playing PlayStation 3. Let's see. Search for Uncharted. What do you got here? I said search. It ain't searching. Fine, I'll just scroll. Sort by nothing. Whatever. Let's see. Where is Uncharted? I know I've played at least 1 or 2 of those games. This website's kind of annoying in the sense that it doesn't like sort these by any order whatsoever. I can just do Control F. There's one. Alright, so I played Uncharted back in 2013. I think I got 50 out of 105 trophies, so I played about halfway. I mean, I think if I remember correctly, I 100%ed the first Uncharted game. Does that show? I have to scroll a bit more, I think. There it is. Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I platinumed trophied that one, which means I got all the trophies. And let me tell you, I remember that being a bit of a pain in the butt. You had to play on the hardest difficulty, and that was not easy. But I enjoyed it. Uncharted 2, I played that one. Played it back in 2010. Uncharted 3, I played that back in 2013. Yeah, I enjoyed the Uncharted series. Never played the 4th one, though. Hello, Chimera. You're just now able to say hi. Ah, yes, followers only mode. Right. Sorry to make you wait, but yeah, that's how you cut down on spam. I understand it's annoying, but yes, thank you. Thank you for joining, and thank you for the raid earlier. Much appreciated. I hope you were having fun playing music earlier. I am doing well. How is the lack of fireworks? If you got earphones on and you're talking to folks, you don't even notice. You don't even notice the fireworks. Also, I think they're done with the fireworks because it is like past midnight now. Thank God they're finally calmed down. 2013, you were still in high school? I was playing video games in high school. But yeah, 2013, I was no longer in high school. I graduated a few years before that, of course. Yeah. You can hear very distant fireworks in your area. I believe that. Yeah, there's probably going to be a whole lot going on for the entire week. I'm 40 now. Yeah, I'm old, I know. Hit the old 40. Yeah, I'm an old man. Make old man noises. Yeah. You live in Florida? Oh, you're going to hear them for months. I should probably get this off the screen because it's not a complete flashbang, but it is big white screen. Have I played the Cursed Halo mods? I don't play Halo, so no, I've not played any Cursed Halo mods. I don't have a nostalgic fondness for Halo. I can respect it, but I'm just in general not a first-person shooter kind of guy, and I never was really into the Halo series. I played a little bit of the Halo 2 multiplayer, but I never really owned an Xbox either. "40 is almost dead." 40 is old enough to have a midlife crisis, you know? Everyone thinks, oh, 50 years old, you're going to have a midlife crisis. You're not going to live to be 100, buddy. So 40 is when you have your midlife crisis. And based on the fact that they keep on removing regulations for forever chemicals around here, maybe 30 is a good year to have your... Maybe 30 is a good age to have your midlife crisis. Something to start thinking about. Get a head start on your midlife crisis right now. How do we decide what games to play for a video? We don't really sit down and plan it out. When it comes to me and Zach, it's usually something like, hey, I have an idea for a video, or I want to show you this really cool game that I enjoy a lot, and I think you'll get a kick out of it, and I think it'll make for a fun video that people will be interested in. So, that's why that's usually our thought process. Hey, this video game is fun. Let's show it off, and let me show it to you. That's kind of how we do it. And when it comes to streaming, Ann and I just kind of stream what we enjoy streaming. It's got to be something that's not too intense. Like, I don't think I'd be able to stream Halo alongside Anne, for example, just because there's so much going on screen, and we would keep getting interrupted by the cutscenes that I'm trying to pay attention to. So there are some factors that do factor in, of course. And of course, there was one time I tried to show off to Zach one of the Telltale games, Tales from the Borderland, which was the Borderlands style Telltale style game. But because so much of that is the game talking, it was hard for us to get a word in edgewise, and we realized that it wouldn't make for a good video, so we didn't end up continuing with it. We spent like 15 minutes recording and realized that after 15 minutes we really hadn't said much of anything because the game was doing most of the talking, so we stopped. You're happy to hear that? Yeah. Not everyone is as lucky as we are to be able to play the games that we enjoy and show them off. I'm glad we can have fun. Oh, I didn't notice the Shamad. You mentioned that you were trying to 100% Skyrim. I don't know how difficult that is. I know a lot of people talk about 100%ing New Vegas and they get stuck on the card game. You have to win 30 games of Caravan, which not everyone is in the mood to do that. I don't know if anyone's ever 100%ed Skyrim, because that would probably mean you'd have to beat Skyrim. And I don't think anyone's ever beaten Skyrim. They all get sidetracked. The Resident Evil 3 remake did bad stuff. That's what Zach is always bringing up. He always speaks fondly of Resident Evil 2 and 4's remake. But when it comes to the third one, he's always more apprehensive. We both agree that it's probably way too short for what it needed to be. Yeah, Capcom kind of treated Resident Evil 3's remake as just like a thing to do, I guess. It was like, all right, we're going through the motions. We're gonna remake Resident Evil 3, but we don't. Our heart's not really in it. We're just kind of looking forward to the fourth game being remade, so we're just gonna kind of half-ass it. That kind of comes through. Hello, Bipkin. Welcome. You thought I said ShamWow. You almost beat Skyrim, but you didn't want to kill Paarthurnax. Never actually finished the game. Nice. You're sad that the Outer Worlds didn't quite nail it. Well, they tried. They did try. And, for all I know, Outer Worlds 2 may have built on a strong foundation and made it for a good game. I haven't played it yet. Only 5 hours. I should go back and play some more of it, Because I enjoyed the first couple hours I played of it. I just gotta find the time, Just gotta find the time. You watched Zach's gun rant on the latest Resident Evil game. It was great and hilarious, even for someone who was not a gun nut. Yeah, it's always good to listen to Zach rant about basically anything. He put a video out on his channel where he was just talking about machinery and how to operate machinery in a video game. And it was just 10 minutes of him dryly reciting on how to operate the machinery, and I found it captivating. He's got a voice that's easy to listen to. Play Outer Worlds 2 with Zach Creature. Maybe I can mod it in so that he could be following me or I could be following him. That could be fun. I gotta make sure Outer Worlds 2 is a game worth sinking a lot of time into, though. I gotta finish my playthrough of it. If I'm looking for more New Vegas stuff, there's an Area 51 quest mod. I am aware of that. I've seen that crossing my feed here and there. I have not played it myself. I remember back when Area 51 was a meme that people were talking about, and people were Naruto running through Area 51. That crossed my mind. That crossed my path back then, so I am aware of its existence. But I haven't actually played that one. I have a lot of New Vegas mods that I want to get around to. But right now I'm currently going through Retribution 1 and 2 on the second channel. So you can check out what I'm doing with that. Playing some of the Retribution mods. The Gorus Companion mod. I think I tried to use the Gorus. Yay! Drink time, you got it. I think I tried to use the Gorus Companion a while back. But it wasn't fully functioning. I may have installed it incorrectly, which I do sometimes. Yeah, I'm talking about his Iron Nest video. That was the video I was talking about. Yep. All right, Bipkin. You've had too much to drink. I'm cutting you off right now, and by that I mean I can't do anything. I can't cut you off because I can't reach through the screen and slap the bottle out of your hand. Just drink responsibly. Have your whiskey. Don't blow up your fingers. Careful with the fireworks. Iron Nest is so much fun. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. Maybe I would enjoy that. Play the demo? Maybe I will. But I've got so many other games that I want to play too. Outer Worlds 2, and I just went through the entire list of things that I wanted to play, I suppose. So there's a lot of games out. The Jack mod, I get it there. There's the Open Goal new. I played a little bit of the Open Jack mod for a little bit. Well, I guess I don't really have time because it is basically 1 o'clock. So I really should be wrapping things up soon. But there are some Jack and Daxter mods. I want to check out the new Jack and Daxter mods. Ugh. So many fun games. So many fun games. You think Gorus requires you to not have already completed the Jacobstown quest line? Oh. Yeah, that would probably break it for us because we have completed in that save file. We have completed basically every save file, so wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, of course, Cinder Rage. Thank you all for being here. I'm not wrapping it up just yet, but I'll start wrapping. I should start winding things down. It is 1 o'clock. If I let myself go, I'm gonna run out of speaking ability. I'm gonna run my throat dry. You know the pain of having that gaming backlog. Yep, there are so many. It's so difficult to get through that list of games that you've had your eye on. Because a lot of the times, you're like, I could play these new games, or I could go back to my old comfort food. And after a hard day, maybe I just want to play some comfort food. So I play something like The Long Dark, which I've already put like 1,000 hours into. Things like that, Anna's asleep post Kira. Some guy that you watch on YouTube added Team Fortress 2 Heavy over Jack's hitbox in the first game, and it's cursed as hell. There is a mod I saw where you could turn Jak and Daxter into a first-person shooter. Or maybe that's Jak 2 that I'm thinking of. But yeah, that was a mod I saw. It's kind of ridiculous. Some of the modders go a bit crazy. Yeah, I probably should go to bed soon because Ann and I agreed to hit the gym in the morning. And if I sleep past 10 o'clock, then she's gonna get very sad because it will have meant that I overslept and we won't be able to go to the gym. I mean, we could, but if I sleep past 10, our hearts really aren't going to be in it. So I really should start winding down the stream. Though there will be more to play, of course. I see you posting that Marianne dancing. That's true. There's Fire Emblem games out there too. I played a Fire Emblem ROM hack a while ago for the classic Fire Emblem on Game Boy Advance. I thought about making a video on that because I kind of wanted to talk about it. It was a really good ROM hack. I really enjoyed my time with it, but there's just not enough time in the day to play video games and make videos on all the video games that I played. You're heading out, Zircon? Well, thank you for joining us. I should probably start heading out too. Happy to have you this evening, though. Yeah, thank you for joining me, Mecha Deathclaw. Yeah, I think now's a good time to start winding on the stream. It has been a delight to have you all talking, hanging out. We'll do it again sometime soon. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Good next week. I'll try and stream. I'll keep on trying to stream. I enjoy hanging out with y'all. And maybe tomorrow you'll see a stream with me and Ann. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the raid earlier, Chimera. And Sendo Rage, much appreciated. Thank you for the sub Z-Stamp. And thank you all just for being here and relaxing with me. It's kind of you. And I enjoy spending time with you and just kind of chatting about stuff. This has been fun. This has been fun. See ya, Zircon. See ya, Zendo Rage. See ya, Mecha Deathclaw. See ya, Drunk Bipkin. See ya, Sham Man. See you later, all you lurkers. I know it's late in the evening, so there's probably, a lot of my regulars just ain't up. So there's not a lot of people I can raid. We can go ahead and raid Bedazzle. Return the favor. Bedazzle's raided us a couple times. Go ahead and raid Bedazzle. If I can do this correctly. How about that? Is that correct? There we go. There we go. All right. I'm going to end the stream right here. Thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you again in the future. Take care. Have a great night. And I will see y'all again soon. Peace out. Bye.